All right, so if I record, that's no good. All right.
So what, is this going straight up?
Yes.
We are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. To those of you who probably aren't watching live, but you'll watch this later, hope you're having a good day. We're just sorting it out. If you're an Australian, is most of your audience Australian?
Yeah.
Gatorade or Powerade? I think it's obvious what we've picked.
It's fucking good.
Yeah, it's better, isn't it?
It's so good, man.
The Gatorade, I have to say, orange. That's the only good flavour, I'd say. And very rarely I have that, but Powerade is a lot better. Oh, okay. Well, it's not my show. All right.
No, dude.
I was going to say, I don't know what we're talking about. Reagan told me that we've got a topic. And knowing him, it's probably going to be... Well, these guys don't even know who the fuck I am. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. So you didn't even let me introduce you. So essentially... Oh, shit's going off. I apologise. I'm just making sure that the stream's working.
Well, are people commenting on that? Leave that cracked out.
Yeah, it's on, baby.
It's on?
All right. Now I'm getting out of this so my computer doesn't blow up. Okay, so essentially this is Tim, a really close friend of mine. How long have we been together for?
The first time we did anal was probably 3 years ago.
No, so we started...
I don't know, that's a good question. I don't know. Oh, shit, it's been a few years since high school. I don't know. Probably in 9, 10 is when we were probably... Like, we knew of each other and that, but I'd probably say...
I thought he was a shit bloke, so...
5 years. No. Yeah, that's right. That's what you probably thought of me, and I was just like, yeah, Reagan seems all right. Bit of an autist, but besides that, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I like this guy's autism in year 10. I was like, this guy seems pretty cool.
I mess with that. It's really weird. It's the first time I've done like live audio, or like audio monitoring, and it's,
so you're hearing twice, and it's a bit okay.
It's really weird. That's what you're supposed to do. A lot of people on the radio and stuff like that, I think, do it.
Okay, so you're gonna try and get used to it.
You have to try to drown it out. Yeah.
As in drown out the noise or me?
Drown out the noise.
Well, you have to drown the noise, obviously. Otherwise,
but it's
you can't
like
respond.
if it starts going. It obviously is a problem with the thing, and you go, hold up, let's fix it. But it's more, you're supposed to have one too, so that you can figure out whether you should do this
we
or...
We don't have the budget of Joe Rogan here, so we're working.
What do you mean?
We're working on it.
I told Jacob that if he... and also, guys, I can't read any of the chat. Unfortunately, today there's no chat reading, so I do apologize. And there's only one camera angle, so once again, I apologize. So, guys, I'm sorry.
Again, don't have the budget of Joe Rogan. He has 3 cameras.
No, like I said.
Well, he's got 4. He's got 5
cameras. I had 4 cameras. Okay, hold on. I had 4 cameras that I tried to set up, but none worked. So I'm basically, we got a webcam. Yeah. I think Keegan and Mitchell are supposed to bring theirs to PAX. That's on Thursday. But let's see if they'll bring it.
That's Melbourne, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
you scooting over, or are you gonna fly?
I'm scooting over, mate.
All right.
Bloody
I'm just thinking,
ribstick.
Or what do you call that thing? You know, the wings?
Power wing?
Is that what it is, where you move left and right?
Yeah.
Dude, I never had one of those as a kid, but whenever I saw them, I was like, this is fucking sick. But I was real shit with a ripstick or whatever the board is.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
I used to be able to do like ollies and shit. Like
on that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I hope I still can't do it.
Dude, you've got some skills.
Mate.
Yeah, no, dude. Those little wings are fucking crazy. I didn't ask. Can I swear?
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's fine. Okay,
it's fucking fine, dude.
Sweet. Fucking sick.
So there's a few things I'm going to talk about today, but you have some things that I asked you if you want to mention. Because Tim's a funny guy, a really funny guy, but you haven't got much on, like, you're not like promoting anything, except for that we might be relaunching Looky Toucan.
Yeah. But we're not, we'll stay with the old channel.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, so like this will be separate from this. This is Dear and Friends, my friend.
Yes, Dear and Friends, my friend. Good.
Yes, that
was good.
Friendo.
Friendy.
I was gonna say, like, Tim, so essentially to explain what our relationship with Tim is that Tim's a bit of a spoon, I'm a bit of a spoon too, and then we just like make some like.
We make a big spoon.
Yeah, we make some clanking.
Oh, that reminds me of a video. It was years ago. There was this story. I can't remember what it was, but it was basically like some dude's worst nightmare. You might have saw it. It went viral, but this dude, like, his worst nightmare was to be slowly killed by a spoon. It was fucking weird. It was the weirdest video I've ever seen. But oh man, I wonder if you could find...
I do recall that.
Do you know what I mean? And then like there was like these weird shots of him on a hill. It was this like demon or something that looked like a human that only he could see. So he was slowly getting bruised by this little thing and no one could see it. So he went to work getting fucking hit. It was the weirdest video. Some people out there would probably remember. And if you do, put in the comments or in the chat if you see it live. But fuck, I don't remember. Anyway, we are spoons. And we feed off each other's spoons.
Yeah. So we made a podcast, Milky Toucan.
No, you should go before that.
Hey?
You should go before that.
Oh, yeah. So, no. I'm not fucking... So, basically, we made this thing called Sunday Driving. It was hosted by Milky Toucan. Basically, this was the dumbest idea. I liked it, but also Tim wasn't paying anything. So, I was driving around different places, while he had a mic in his hand and he was like holding it and was like talking about random shit on our drive to a random place. This thing would go for like an hour, maybe 2 hours. We're driving around in my car, just driving nowhere.
It was good fun though.
And it was fun, but I couldn't pay attention to the conversation because obviously I'm driving.
Because we're blokes and we can't do two things at once.
Yeah, and
like you can do two small things, but like when you're driving,
I was driving down a freaking highway.
Yeah,
man.
I'm driving a vehicle.
You could hear the wheels go on the road. Like that's dangerous, man.
It was good fun though.
So then we moved to Milky Toucan, just sitting down in like this room here, and also like at your house as well. Mm-hmm. And we talked about what was our theme. So we had like movie theme, game theme, and like general discussion.
We had like I had news, then you had general news. Meeks had the listener question, but she also had a different thing I'm trying to think of.
I mean, it changed. The format changed, and I'm surprised, but it's not huge, but it kind of took off.
A little bit.
I mean, it had like...
And then didn't we have like Christmas? It came to Christmas, and then we just kind of like...
We gave it a break.
3 weeks we were busy, and then we kind of just stopped.
Yeah, and then you went to America.
And then I went to... or did I... yeah, I might have come... So this is a couple years ago now, because I went to America in 2017. It's 2019 now.
Yeah.
What is the date? Today's the 7th of October, 2019, yeah. Yeah, that's a while ago, eh?
Yeah.
So we would have been doing this probably like this time last year.
Yeah.
I always think like that, you know what I mean? Is it just me or do you do that? Like,
no, I do.
You go like, I wonder what I was doing precisely a year ago today.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I was probably like taking a shit on the toilet or something.
And
then I'm like, that's crazy. I was probably taking a shit.
There was something, I can't remember, it was the other day, is it like, literally that time, that second, and then like, It was about like daylight savings. Every time I have like daylight savings, like the time moves, I'll be at a party. So it really fucks with me. So we'll go from like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. When does it actually swap? Because
at 1:59.
It's at 1:59. Okay. I was going to say, because I swear it happened at like 2 or 3. Because I was like, I think I was on my computer and I was watching like Netflix or something. And then I looked at my clock and it said like, you know, it said like 2:10, and then I like finished my video. Mindhunter.
I haven't finished. Like, I've only watched one episode.
Fuck, it's so good, man.
Since our recommendation from that Milky Toucan podcast.
Yeah, dude, we even talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god, no, and season 2's out now.
Yeah.
And I think there's 9 or 10 episodes in it. And I'm like 6 in. Oh man, it's good. I kind of wish I could have finished it, so I would have been able to fucking talk about it. But like, you know how people usually go with movies as well? They go, first one's real good, second one's shit, and third one's usually shittest.
Yeah.
Except for like Spider-Man trilogy. Spider-Man 2 is probably the best. I'm trying to think, or am I wrong there? Spider-Man 3 was definitely the worst, but it wasn't that bad. It was actually had quite a good... Like, I thought it was, like, written quite well, like, in a philosophical way. But there was too much crammed into it. There was too many villains. There was Sandman, there was Villain, there was Green Goblin.
It was pretty poorly executed, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a film director, so I don't know. But I couldn't watch it. It just...
You finished it, though, yeah?
Barely.
Yeah.
I hated
you struggled.
Dude, I hated it. I watched, like, don't arrest me, please. But, like, I watched, like, a burnt copy or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was like 8.
What was that? Is that the cops, dude?
No, I got some stories about that. I'll tell you off stream.
Okay.
About that. It's far out, man. It's
Okay. Can I get a hint? Oh no, maybe we shouldn't.
I'll tell you after. But remind me.
Okay. Dude, I'll forget.
But yeah,
maybe
guys,
I should write a reminder.
Sorry that I can't monitor chat.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah, but then it will take the internet. I know the internet I can get.
Yeah.
So from my understanding is that this means a bit meta, so sorry. But I think I'm going to have to record it on a stable internet connection and just download the recording.
Okay.
Online.
For when you live stream?
Yeah, for this, yeah.
Okay.
So I can't live stream it and record at the same time because they just buckled down and just went...
Right.
So...
Well, yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay. So you're going to rip this from the stream and then upload it?
So if there's some low quality parts, that's why.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing anything too magical. You're just going to hear us, so...
Yeah.
If you're watching us on YouTube,
Yeah, hopefully...
You might be playing games and this is in the background, or you might be doing homework or whatever.
Yeah. I'll see if anyone's talking, because I can't... Just probably watch it dip, though. I'm just watching... There's like a little live feed thing that tells you the kilobytes per second.
We're going to
set it at
test
2,000. So it's probably going to dip to like 100.
Can I just ask?
Yep.
This is a weird question I thought about, and it popped up into my mind the other day. Were you ever one of those people, and you still are, or people out there as well, do you ever convince yourself or ever say, oh, I need to concentrate, so I'll listen to music? Music helps me concentrate. Were you ever one of those people? I can't.
Nah,
I never was.
I'm too much of an autist. Music makes it worse.
Right. And I actually, because I don't think I've ever spoken to someone, I have never asked really, but I could never do it because I'd always get too into the music. Like I'd listen to like sick music and I'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah, my brain would be like...
it'd be attracted to that rather than like my work.
Yeah, it's very difficult though.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's people out there, obviously, but I wonder if there's that many people, because I reckon it's just people going like, oh, music helps me concentrate, and then they've just got a bit of an excuse to fuck off. So if you're treating this podcast like that, just pause it, do your stuff, do 20 minutes, set out a little goal, be like, oh, if I've got 3 paragraphs, I'll do 2 right now. Come back, listen to another 20 minutes, whatever. Treat it like that. Don't just blow it off.
That's the thing is, so I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast at work, in the office.
So do I. Well, not in the office, but
it's good. Like you listen to it because you're not like really doing critical thinking. When you're trying to think, music's the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially,
see, I stack shelves, so I don't need to think. I know where I've been there for years. I know where everything is. So I don't need to think.
Yeah.
So I'm fine for that. But like, if you're doing something like I don't know that, you can tell by yourself if you need brain power. I don't know. We're not women,
get
so
some
we
Powerade,
can't.
boys.
Or Gatorade. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't know what you just did, but that hurt my ears.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
No, it's like it limited. Like,
I don't know what I did.
I think the mixer.
Am I too loud now?
Got too loud. Got it. 73 kilobytes. That's a bad jump.
Yeah. What's the standard?
I don't know, 2,000. So I think that's pretty low. If anyone's,
So use on YouTube. Sorry that you have to put up with us doing the live thing, but you know this guy, so it's all right.
Right, that's right. Going somewhere.
What were we talking? Music. I was talking about music.
Yeah, so a buddy of mine, Jod, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Right.
It's because like...
What type of music? Actually, that's a good question. What type of music?
Like death.
Okay, well, if he's playing like COD Zombies or something...
Oh, yeah, you have to concentrate, whereas like...
Yeah, right.
Whereas like if you're playing Fortnite, I can't play
that. No.
I can't play a lot of games I can't play on mute. It's fucking hard. And like... A greater part of my life, I never had a headset. Like
the greater part of my life.
No. So like on Xbox, I used to play the game like mute or like speaker.
Right.
So you didn't actually get any.
It didn't help. You couldn't be helped.
There's no spatial awareness.
Right.
So
you had to kind of do. Well, that's kind of good because I had that as well, and it kind of developed your. Like, not paranoia, but like you'd have to go, well, I have to be extra careful and look around this fucking corner because I know people on Rust fucking camp this spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you'd have to...
It's like when you're playing the game without control vibration.
Can you do that? Because I can do both.
I hate it without control vibration.
Right, okay.
It's like you're hitting the gun, then it's...
You're right. Yeah, I know. But you play games on PC.
No, I play on PC now, but like on controller, like...
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's different. It's different, especially because there's two hands.
Yeah.
Imagine if your mouse vibrated.
No.
That's probably
don't
a thing.
Invest that.
Someone's probably made that, but
don't invest into that.
Death metal.
Yeah. Right. I can't do it. Fortnite is like very special. I basically have an autistic reach spasm because Fortnite every like maybe 6 updates they'll update the like spatial awareness.
Oh, so you've got to kind of reload.
Drives me mad. Like it used to be really good, really live.
Right.
And now it's
what season are we in now? I haven't
10,
played Fortnite.
Almost 11.
Yeah, I haven't played since I think.
Yeah, you guys play League without me, or
TFT, dude. I'm quitting.
Quitting what?
TFT. I'm done with it, man.
Why?
I'm just annoyed.
Mate, I just got into it.
Yeah.
I got the gunslinger.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't even know what the meta is.
I go Jinx, Harry. I don't come
Jinx
first.
was real good when she came out. It was fucking retarded. X-Tech was such a... Because I was there before Tech. It was so basic before, and it was kind of good. Do I need to get closer?
Yeah. That's why these are good, because they'll come through.
All right. Yeah, TFT is good fun, but... I don't know. A part of me is like, I like the random aspect, but sometimes I hate it. Like, I don't mind if they maybe made one of them random and one of them not. The whole point is if you can adapt, and I'm just fucking too stupid sometimes.
Yeah, that's my problem with the game too, is that it pisses me off that, like, you like, most of the game, I need 3 BF swords. I don't get 1 games.
You're right. Dude, the worst is when you get, like, 5 chainmails and, like, 3 tiers. That's happened to me, like, 3 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
You can't do anything.
I can only make so many thorn mails and frozen hearts. Get off
I don't even know what's good. Like I always need a BF because you give anything a fucking Infinity Edge. If you get critical strike, amazing. But
yeah, I think Wild's pretty good at the moment. I think Rengar, and then you just go like Nidalee or something at the start, then swap Nid.
Yeah.
Wild's really good if you stack Rengar with like a BF. Rage Blade again. I mean, not Rage. Rapid Fire Cannon. Some other things. But I also like Ashe. If you just smash Ashe. And
don't smash Ashe. That's not...
not the ashes of your loved ones, but just the character Ashe from League.
Yeah.
Don't smash the other one. But yeah, smash her. You put Spirit Sojourn, some Goon Shoes on her. Some people say Goon Shoes, and I think it actually... Yeah, Gwinsus.
I
say Goon Shoes, and all the people I play with, we've just done it over the years.
Yeah.
I think we probably made fun of ourselves at the start, like, Goon Shoes, there's no H-O-E in it. It's like G-U-I-N-S-O-O. I think it's Goon. Yeah, I think.
I just realised the title's wrong. So
what's the title?
Currently says Playing with Spoons, League of Legends.
Well, we were on topic for that.
Yeah, I know.
That's okay. But we're not playing, so apologies for the stream.
But yeah, like
Regs is organised.
The thing is, I can't set it up on this. I usually use I use Streamlabs OBS. Right now, I'm using OBS on my Mac, so I don't have any idea. So yeah, what?
This is the first time you've done this setup.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's nothing we're gonna have to deal with this sometime.
I'm the test bed. That's fine, man.
What do you want your name? Tim, but
sure. Can you? What's my middle name? Yeah.
All right.
See, my people on YouTube will never know it, but some people really fuck it up. The Ruyter.
Something.
Which actually, if there's any Dutch viewers out there, I pronounce that like an Australian, so apologies. It's like the Ruyter. Yeah, it's a very Dutch name, but I don't really know how to pronounce it. Apologies. I was never taught Dutch, so the only traditions I was taught is like, here's a coffee at 10 years old. You drink coffee now. I'm like, right, fucking sick.
Yeah, your dad smashes the coffee.
He does. What a champ.
The stream can one of the mods fix this? I can't. It's not updating on my phone.
Oh,
it's
the name.
Shits. Nothing's.
Oh, they're not going to know. TIM.
No,
space.
I'll just put it in the captions.
Put it in the chat or something.
It is a big deal because if you have the wrong,
they'll kick you off. They'll say you're not playing.
You'll get banned.
Apologies, Twitch. We're working on it. This guy, it's him. It's not me.
All right. What do you mean, not you? Oh, I think I
You
can.
run the stream, mate. It's not me.
No. I think I can do it like this. Oh, yeah, there you go. Then you change game. I think it's IRL.
We'll just do the IRL section. Wait, what's the alternative now? Didn't Ninja go to something?
Yeah, so he moved to Mixer a while back.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Mixer.
Mixer.
And wasn't that Microsoft's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I just...
Wait, I wonder if has Twitch stripped themselves from Xbox now? No, I doubt it because they probably get a huge amount of viewership from
that's
that.
The thing. So it's like social media. The thing is like fun when Facebook have a Twitter account. They have like a Facebook account.
Right,
like
it is kind of weird.
I don't know who does. I know some do, but it's just so funny because it's like you're using on a platform,
I know what you mean.
Even though they're a competition, but I'm fairly sure those guys all work together and like best mates taking over the world.
Well, yeah, there's that photo of all the like CEOs at a desk, and I'm like, well, there's clearly nothing wrong going here. And all the politicians
as well,
right? And I'm like, yeah, there's probably nothing going on here that I should be concerned about. These guys are just influencing how kids fucking think. And we were kind of in that. I mean, like I say, kids. I mean, we're kind of in that, really. Yeah. I mean, we're not part of the MySpace. I don't know about you. I can't speak for you, but I always heard about it. Yeah. Like people were like, oh, the MySpace. Like my brother's 5 years older than me. He had one. Actually, it's funny because I've never had MySpace. Apparently, there was a feature on it. God, I'm gonna had it or heard of it. Sorry. What's it called? Someone said I saw like a funny meme. It was like not really, but someone said, oh, we should have on Facebook like our top 5 songs or something like that. Yeah. And then I saw someone say, oh, we've gotten to the stage where people weren't around for MySpace. So clearly that was on MySpace. And I was like, we've reached the part where we've all zoned out. We weren't a part of it. I don't know. It just kind of boggles my mind. Like I'm not on Instagram. Like I don't really use social media. Like I don't really consider like Snapchat a social media. Like I kind of get it.
I'm going to make your thumbnail for this video, your profile picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you guys,
be like, why
if you guys rewatch this, you know.
Yeah, you understand. As soon as you get to this part of the podcast, you understand why that's the photo.
Yeah.
I haven't updated it since like 20. Like I'm just not really involved. I don't really care.
No.
Snapchat I've got. Don't use.
I don't send streaks.
That's one thing in high school I never understood. No. I never got it, and people were like obsessed with it, and people still are obsessed with it. They're like, I just never got it.
Fucking grow up though.
Imagine the whole dopamine thing, like it's fucking with people's brain. But not to say like I was a mature guy, but it wasn't even that. I was just like, I don't understand why people are deriving their value of meaning from these numbers. I just don't care. Like I was Regs' missus the other day. I was talking to her, and it was about this time in high school. I can't remember what year it was. It was probably year 10, year 11. And I was with 3 chicks, and I was the only dude. And they were like, "Oh, you should change your profile picture because I've got this dumb."
It's this stupid picture that he's like 10. He looks like a fucking chipmunk. It's funny ass. I can probably get it up.
It's you'll see it on the thumbnail. It's classic.
It's a good one.
But they were like, "Oh, you should change it." I'm like, "No, I don't really care. Like, whatever. I'm not too fussed." And then they were talking about one of the chicks was like, "Oh, I've got a few photos. What do you girls think? What do you think, Tim?" And I was like, "Oh, that one. I think that one's your ass is out, so that's good." Blah blah blah. And then they were like, standard. And then they were like, well, what time do you think to upload it? And I was there, but I wasn't commenting. And they said, one of them was like, they all agreed Sunday. And I never thought about it. One went like 6:30, one went like 7 o'clock, and one went like 5:30. You know what I mean? Yeah. They all had an idea of what time.
And they're all wrong because they shouldn't have changed it. Bada bing.
Bada boom. But I just never thought about it. You know what I mean?
They removed the likes on Facebook.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, it says like you, Blake, and others. Now I go click on it, and then the number.
Ah. We talked about this the other day. I think that's such a Band-Aid fix. Yeah, here. That's the profile picture. So I would have been about 11 or 12 there.
It's for like graduation or something, isn't it?
No. I was on a cruise.
Oh,
yeah.
Cruise boy.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever went overseas, and it's like I've been 3 times. Yeah. And that was the first time. Then I went when I was 18 to America. Then just a few months ago.
Stories about America.
I do have a few, but hang on.
Get there.
Cruise ship. I was radically sick. I went to a mate's the night before, and his sister was sick, had like diarrhea, explosive diarrhea. Not what you want. If you've actually listened to this on Milky Toucan, I've probably explained this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fucking diarrhea. I don't know, gastro. What have you just ripped out? You ripped your headphones out. And then I got it. And you're not supposed to go onto a cruise ship sick. You're not supposed to. No, because exactly what happened. Exactly. Disease, so bro. I gave about I would estimate like 40% of the ship. Everyone was sick, and I felt fucking horrible. And I was a shit to be around. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to be, because I was like, I felt I was vomiting. I was fucking shitting the fucking...
Shitting
the boat. So, like, I didn't want to, like, leave the cabin because I needed to be back in, like, an hour.
Shit himself.
Yeah, right.
I know that the last few days when I went with Exash, I think I had, like, E. coli poisoning or something like that. But they're both vegetarians, so they, like, ate, like, vegetarian produce.
Oh, is Ash veggie now?
You can, yeah, but mostly. But you can, like, get sick from leafy greens because they don't wash their hands. They're, like, water's contaminated and stuff like that. So if you're a white boy going to Bali, get sick. They didn't get sick, but old mate Ray got sick. Must have been like undercooked chicken or something dumb.
Right.
But yeah, I just had to.
Or maybe myself. They're just better than you.
I had gastro problems 3 weeks after my holiday. Jeez. Yes.
Dude, 3 weeks.
My butthole broke.
How many times were you shitting a day?
Like 6, 7.
Damn. Were you just shitting out liquid at the end of it?
Yes.
Was that like, I mean, like liquid, like not even poo liquid, but I'm just talking like it wasn't even.
I'm not joking. Like, I had butt bleeds.
Yeah.
It's not great.
That'll get you. 6 times a day will probably get you.
No, Tim does have a mic stand crush, but he's taking it
I do have it. Why? I've got it here, but I don't like
He doesn't want to do this.
I don't want to lean into it. Because I like having the freedom of being able to do this and then doing this and doing this.
Jacob does have the producer. He's not sure what he wants to do, but like when it comes to live shooting, but he's got stuff about at PAX. So
are you making good use of yours?
Hey,
you know the one I
dude, got I love it, but the microphone's not. It's not heavy enough, so the arm goes like that.
Oh, really?
And you can't unscrew the tension.
So is it still springing?
Yeah. I mean, it'll get weaker over time.
You could probably weigh it down with something. I know that's a very band-aid.
Bag of foreign coins. It's so dumb. So it's like a bag of coins.
Just hanging off like just before the mic. Is that where you put it? Right. Yeah.
It's good. It's a good mic.
Well, that's probably
I want to go get it replaced, and Rode's really good customer. Like they got great products.
They're Australian, aren't they?
Yeah. I was like
Sydney, I think.
I have a problem with that thing. Squeaky noise. Oh yeah, just return it. I'm like, no.
Well, they said return it.
They're like, oh yeah, just like return it, and we'll.
Oh, champs.
Or the people will like assess it and fix it.
Right.
But like, I'll swap it, swapped out, but I don't want to like checked, get sent back because it does cost a lot of money. Like shipping in anywhere is so expensive. I didn't want to.
Because Australia's pretty big.
Yeah, but I didn't really want to ship anything.
Yeah.
It's going to cost me like $15 to check it and send it back.
Right.
If there's nothing wrong with it, pay their shit sending back too. So I was like, no thanks.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
It doesn't squeak, but you know, sometimes
you were saying something before.
You fuck with it. Hey?
You were saying something before.
About what?
I don't know.
Anyone keeping up in chat?
He was about to start on something. I forgot.
Get Deer to hold it for you. Is it just me? The stream has frozen.
Stream's frozen?
So, right here, I'll hold it for you.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
Now we've got absolute freedom. Clap.
Here, take it back. Fuck off.
You're done?
Yeah. So, yeah. This is my first time going to PAX, and I'm really excited for it. I've got a lot of stuff up, a lot of things. I got a creator pass as well, so it's gonna be weird because
Is that the first time?
Yeah.
This guy.
Me being a backstage creator pass boy. I don't even know what that means.
I should really sit a bit more like at an angle, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be sideways. Sorry.
You could probably get like, I don't know if the creator pass is actually not do anything like whether you get backstage stuff or anything like that, but it could just be like.
You could get away with it.
Yeah, but you probably won't get backstage stuff. Like,
yeah, but you could just flash it. I mean, I don't know how quick.
Yeah, but it might be 3 tiers. It might be like GP, like General Pass, and then Creator Pass, and then like these guys are partners. Like these guys are like the real deal. I don't know.
Sneak around, mate. You're a slim dude. You're athletic.
But
get through.
Dude.
Hey, what's that over there? Fucking goes around him. Oh, think about it.
There was this fences, like, you know, the black school fences that we had at our school, like got the spikes on top.
Yeah.
Where it was like at another school, there was like a part where fence. They didn't when they joined it, there was like a big enough gap that you could fit through. But like you'd have to become a rat and basically dislocate your ribs.
Oh, so it's real skinny, so I wouldn't fit.
I mean, like not any time in your life you wouldn't fit.
Right.
Like you have to like.
Oh right.
And, like contract your ribs and go through it.
Right.
There's no way I could go through it now. My chest is too big.
Right.
My shirt, like too big. But
this guy's too jacked, chat.
Too jacked.
He's too jacked, boys.
Man, I tell you what, I'm really focusing on working out and diet thing because I think I've been working out for
on and
10,
off.
So that was 2014. On and off. So it's like 5 years. Right? I haven't really gained any size. I probably gained like 5 kilos. No, actually a lie.
To be fair, in year 11, you were like prime.
Yeah, I was pretty fucking fit.
Yeah, you were.
I got the abs, had the muscles. I could do muscle ups. Like I was fit as.
Yeah.
And there was one time like Tom Theo. Everyone's making James
Aldridge.
Older, yeah. He's a big.
He's jacked, man.
Check up Jimmy Aldridge on Instagram. He's a very fit guy, as well as Tom Mather.
Tom who?
Tom Mather. I don't know his name. Sorry, Tom. He's a bodybuilder.
Big boy. I think Aldo's a bodybuilder now, isn't he?
No, he does CrossFit.
Oh, that's right.
Still a freaking big boy though.
Yeah, people like to meme on.
No, it's not. So it's not.
Who cares? Do we want, man?
Sorry, guys.
As long as you're not hurting anyone. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, well, you used to be like Rags. Maybe we should touch on that, because someone might be out there thinking something similar. Like they might be looking back at their past self. They might be struggling. You know what I mean? Well, because you're saying, and I'd agree, you were probably in your prime in like year 11.
Yeah.
And for us, that's, what's that, 4 years ago? Isn't that weird to think about?
Yeah, that's 4 years ago, man.
4 years ago. Well, yeah 2015. Because we graduated 2016, so yeah. Well, how do you think about that now?
I mean,
because I know you personally, you're not a particularly down guy. You're pretty upright. You know, you don't get too sad thinking about the past too much.
I think
like every now and then you'll go, I kind of wish I worked out.
But I don't get like upset and depressive about things. I mean, that's how I've coped. Over time, I'll explain the story about like my childhood and stuff. But I mean, like, I lived in a trailer park with my dad part of my life, so I think kind of blocking it all out. I don't suggest anyone to use this as a coping mechanism, but that's how I've coped.
Don't do it.
I've repressed a lot of stuff, so except for like things that piss me off directly, and I'll call it out about it for like 6 months. Yeah.
So you and me are different like that because I don't particularly hold a grudge.
No, I don't hold grudges, but if shit pisses me off, first thing.
Yeah, there's a complete difference though. I'm the same. But like, if I think you're doing something, especially if you're a bloke and you're a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, nah, man, that's not fucking on. You got to cut that shit out.
No, it's guys, I should turn you off because I'm trying to chat with Tim and I just see like everyone like I'm trying to do like 6 things at the same time.
Why? What are they saying?
They're going, dear, I'm so I end the podcast. Hit your prime again. Eat well and work out consistently. Don't hold negativity. Hey, Sync.
Hey, man, you can use negative energy.
Dude, can I show you Crush? Okay, so thanks for Crush being here.
Is he jacked?
He is
jacked
the sexiest man in the world. I swear. I have a man crush in him.
Sexiest.
He's fucking...
I think Henry Cavill is my man crush, so if you beat him...
Dude, this guy's pretty handsome, though.
I'm going to get your address. Oh, shit, he's a good-looking bloke,
I know, right? He's a tennis coach. He's fit as...
He's a tennis coach and he's that jacked, mate.
No, he also does boxing as well. But Kenny
what body fat percentage are you there, brother?
Like 2%, mate.
2%, nah.
Yeah, Kenny's very, very like
on your champ. That's a cool bike.
Yeah, he's just looking at his bike and stuff. But yeah, Crush is very fit.
Yeah, cool.
And he's kind of, I'm kind of trying to follow his footsteps, and like he's kind of being like kind of my guide right now.
Oh yeah.
Because I like his like, he's got a. The fuck?
Who?
My nana.
She's got Instagram, man. She's beating me. I don't even have an Instagram.
I know.
Oh no.
Get beat by my grandma, son.
Oh well.
But yeah, like Chris Hemsworth, Tom Holland's another one. He's very fit. I like his.
Tom Holland is.
I like him because he's got the acrobatic fitness. That's why
I like gymnastics.
Calisthenics is a big thing. I like doing muscle ups. Body weight stuff is very big for me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
there's pros and cons, isn't there?
If you get yeeted off a cliff, bodybuilding's probably not going to save you.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas doing calisthenics is more practical. Rock climbing is a big thing I want to get into as well.
Ask my brother about that. He knows a few.
Beyond bouldering.
Actually, we can go. There's a few places.
Beyond bouldering in Adelaide, they do. They're really good. I really got into it the other day. It's like $20 to enter, but I think it's $20 a week. Unlimited use.
Right.
So
depends how much you want to get into it, you know.
Yeah, I'll get into it. And when I get a job, when I can actually afford it, get into it.
What do you have? Spotify Premium?
No.
I was going to say cut that out and just fucking, or maybe cut a few subs on Twitch.
Yeah, that is one thing. Like, which is so fun because you get like, I probably subscribe to like people, and then.
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like for poor people, like to all you guys that are sub to Rags and you're like maybe not doing the best, or you could be doing a lot better, which is everyone.
Yeah,
but
me,
like
right now,
some people
I have no income.
Yeah, some people that are like eating rice and fucking I don't know noodles. Like you're a champ. I mean, I don't want to Rags my number one me saying. I was gonna say cut it off, please. Look after yourself.
No, don't. But if you like, don't never. I never tell someone to not subscribe because they've made that choice. And
here's how I think: if it could fall out of your pocket and you consistently and you wouldn't notice or be upset, go for it.
And there's guys that with younger people, I go, don't like, I'll get my credit card. I'm like, no, don't. No.
Did you ever do that as a kid? I never did that.
I think I knew that my parents had no money. Couldn't really
Yeah, I just knew I'd get beaten. They'd fucking hit me.
Yeah. It's a few funny stories.
The wooden spoon.
Like, my stepbrothers went to a private school. A couple stories about like kids buying RuneScape like party hats for like a parents' credit card.
Like a real life grand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked, man.
Holy shit, dude.
Dude, I would kill that kid. TOS.
Or maybe you try and trade him something for it and then sell it. You can think about that. Dude, someone's probably done that.
Probably like 10 grand now, I think.
Not on what's it called? RS Buddy.
Yeah.
They're nothing.
Dude, can we get back into RuneScape?
I've got an account.
What, do you want to play old school or like new one?
Old school. I've got the OS Buddy. Did you tell me to get that one? I think you told me to get that. OS Buddy? Yeah. I got that one. Man. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
It's actually one of those rare games that I never got membership. I never got membership because I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, that's one thing for me. I love that game. Coping mechanism as a child.
And you know what? That game taught me a lot of shit.
No shit.
One...
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
I talked about this story a while ago on Milky Toucan, but video games save lives. Okay, there's a lot of pros to video games, but there's a fucking lot of cons. Males especially, if you look at the stats, they spend a fucking lot of time playing video games. I mean, right now, people are probably listening to this, probably playing video games just to distract themselves from something. They know they've got to do something, they want to do something, and they should do something, and they're like, I'll just play one game. I do that. I'm not going to say I don't do it. That's fucking hypocritical. But, the people out there listening to this right now are probably like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
but that's okay. There's a lot of pros.
Should I show you the bot? So I said like a good set of rack.
We're going to bring it back to body.
But,
go on.
Yeah, like body positivity 101. But playing Fortnite has taken a toll on my like physique. And being sedentary is like, mate, look.
Here, hang on. Stand up. And then suck in. Hang on, though. That's ugly.
No, like
that's it. Yeah, you used to be a fit dude.
Like,
dude, a lot of people watching that would be like, I would die for that.
Yeah, I know. And like, it's not a problem. So, but I'm saying like, imagine, but that's me with a higher metabolism. That stuff, and I'm not saying I hate it.
Yeah,
but like, I used to not have to try to have abs because my my malnourished childhood allowed me to have
a 6-pack.
A 6-pack.
Almost an 8-pack.
Yeah, no, it was pretty. Yeah, not bad. Good choice.
10 minutes in, not bad.
2 minutes, 2 seconds in.
Dude, that's such a classic video.
But yeah, Fortnite has had a lot of. I've got a lot to thank for it. Like you said, there's a lot.
Hang on, I've got to push back on this. I think that's a bitch tactic what you've just done there, which is blaming a video game.
No, it's my fault.
Right, good. I just want to make that clear because I know you wouldn't. I just want to.
I'm not going gold complex and like going.
You're right. Just don't blame. Yeah, because I think people do that and they blame things or a situation or something that happened to them on why their life's shit. You know, don't get me wrong. There's times like that, but there's people that have like lost fucking legs, and you're out here just not you specifically, but you a little bit playing a video game, and then they're just like, oh man, I wish I was a lot better. And it's just like, dude, people have fucking... like, there's a guy called Crispy in America. This dude was in... I think he was in Iraq. His Humvee got blown up. He was still in it. It was on fire. He was shooting back at the enemy. He was on fire and shooting back to help his buddies. They were all on fucking fire. People died. He then jumped out, broke his legs, right? And he like walked a couple steps. A buddy held him, and the buddy dragged him over to another Humvee and said, I'm going to drop you. I need to help, keep shooting back. The dude dropped him. He broke his legs, like fucked him this time. Like now he's like fucked his legs completely. Anyway, the dude got into a Humvee. There was a guy that was on his first day of the tour, was driving, and Crispy was still like adrenaline going. He was like directing him, and he couldn't see because he was fucking burning.
Yeah.
The dude directed everyone back with his eyes closed. There was a guy that hadn't been there first day. He was directing him. He was like, oh, there's a blue building, go left after that. Right. Got him back. Anyway, adrenaline cut off, extreme pain. The dude's all fucked up, like looking like his hands are still like there's some problems with him. But that dude's out there fucking working. Look him up, Crispy.
Yeah.
Fucking inspiring.
He's someone that
dude.
inspires me, and that's someone like who I'd love to chat with.
Yeah. Dude,
whether,
that guy,
whether it be on a podcast or not, like I don't care. Like,
yeah.
That's why I started this podcast. Because I'm forcing myself to engage with people and like have chats and learn. Because like you can't just be like, oh, my life sucks or my life's great. It's like
people do that, man, and it's really frustrating. Like
close-minded people though.
Yeah, but it's all for like, and I kind of hate the to say society does this because I think that's kind of bullshit. I might be too much of a hippie here, but society, like, this is going to sound real. I know a lot of the Redditors are going to come out here and be like, this guy.
Dude,
I'm very smart.
Can I kick Reddit in the face?
Yeah, I'm going to delete it.
I can't use that fucking thing ever. Like, I'll post something. It's like, you've broken the terms of services of this Reddit.
Yeah, this subreddit.
And then you get, like, removed. And then, like, you upload something. It's like, that's self-promotion. You're like...
Yeah.
What?
It's like, just settle down. Yeah, but, like, I think people... Like, again, I don't like to say society does this, but we are all too forgiving of, or too accepting of people that put themselves down. You know what I mean? And there's just a fine line to, there's a tightrope to balance on. But, like, you've got to be able to go, all right, just, stop being a bitch. A lot of people nowadays we're kind of pushing mental health, which is good, but I think we've kind of got to harden up a bit. We've got to realize we're kind of living in the best time. And
yeah, that's
would you
the
like
point.
The question is, and you can talk about the environment and rah, but would you prefer to be in the 70s or here? A lot of people would go, I'd like to be the 70s for a week. Understood, it'd be kind of cool. Would you like to be in the medieval era?
Not fucking
for like a week,
all.
Maybe. I'd be there for a week, and then I'd be like,
all.
I'd like to be in the comfort of my home.
Shooting out like arrows at someone. I'd be like, bounce.
Shooting arrows. He's got this gun with an arrow in it. Bang.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm like. You've got to realize, and this isn't to say if you've got problems, then just get over it. I mean, you should work to get over it, obviously. But and I'm not saying, well, look, recognize that you're in the best time. There's your problem sorted. That's not what I'm saying. It's just like people kind of just go, they've got this victim mentality and they kind of just go, oh, yeah, just accept it. And then people kind of keep it going. Whereas I just go, I don't want to be around someone that puts themselves down and thinks that's empowering.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't, like, why do I want to, like, I don't want to be around.
There was a good thing that I saw about stuff. Is a good example for it is, you're in a relationship and it's like you have your own problems and you have your own happiness. The person has happiness. Yes, there's times where you balance on each other, but can't expect to be happy in the relationship. You can't be happy yourself.
Yeah.
And you can't expect this person to make you happy. You got to work on that yourself.
Right.
So I was talking to Megs about it.
This could go wrong.
No,
this could go bad.
No, I was saying like,
and Meeks is real unhappy, and I said, "Bitch, deal
happy.
with it."
No. So I work a lot with numbers, and I think it's more of like say it's a fraction, right? Say if it's out of 100, like you're happy or you're not, and there's stuff in between. I think that I'm not saying like 100 is like the happiest you could be, but it's more like get to a point where you get up to you're happy, then you can go over, but whatever. But
what's over? Give us an example of that.
1.1. I don't know.
No, but like a real life example, like
you've had a good day.
You're having sex with me.
You've had a great day,
and then you've had everything's worked out, and then the dog comes in with cake, and you're like, "Wow, that's a plus. That's a +1."
Nah, so I don't really know, but it's work with me. I will figure it out eventually. But essentially, it's like if you're half happy, you're 0.5, right? If the other person's on.
Wait, are we using percentage or fraction now?
They're the same
One?
thing.
Right.
They're the same thing.
You've just swapped it on me.
So you're 0.5. That's 50%.
Yeah. So you're fine. You're doing good.
The other person's 100% happy.
Right.
Right? You start questioning your relationship. Why is the relationship like shit?
One-sided or whatever.
When you put them together, you're multiplying relationships 0.5. Like 1 times a half is a half, right?
Right.
So if that works, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't think about it like that.
I'm thinking about this, and so if two people aren't super happy, and say if you're both half happy, like I don't know how there must be some sort of spectrum scale, whatever. But 100% is not 100%. That's just like to a point where it's like stable. You need anything to make you happier. You don't need anything.
Right.
So if you're both half to that point, then you find that in your relationship, half times a half is a quarter, right?
Right.
0.5 times 0.5 is
0.25.
Yep. So that's your relationship. Relationship's 0.5. It's
Would
worse.
you say that? Because some people would argue that you should plus it. I wouldn't, and I wouldn't argue you should multiply it.
Yeah.
I don't think you should.
I multiply it.
Nah. But why do you think that?
That's how I think. It's how.
But explain how, because I'm not 100% sure. But why do you think you should do that?
What?
As in, if you go, why do you think you should go? This person multiply this person, and then what that equals is what it is. Because I don't think about it like that.
No, I mean it's definitely not how it is. I'm just pulling it's more of an analogy and philosophical thought process.
Okay, so you're not set on that.
No,
because I wouldn't say that's the way to go. Because I don't think it's actually good. Well, I don't know. There's probably situations.
I definitely think that
because I think it's two individuals.
Unhappy people can't be happy together. I don't think.
Two unhappy people can't be. I don't know. I don't think that's true. I think two unhappy people can make each other happy, and then they can all improve on themselves. But some people might go, I'm unhappy. Now I'm happy because I'm with this person. And then that's what, like you were saying before, is that they derive their happiness from that person. So then and this is what I say, there's a thing called negative visualization. Imagine if you and Meeks broke up, what would happen?
I'd be sad, but
But the point is, if you're someone out there that's leaning on this person heavily, like 80% of your happiness comes from this person, what if you broke up? You've got that 20% and you've been there for years, so you're kind of conditioned to be like, well, this is the norm. And you're like, fuck. Now they're gone and I'm real fucking sad.
Yeah.
Compared to what I was before.
Yeah.
And then you go down a rabbit hole. So I think people should be like, be like strong by themselves, and then, even because the thing with I think the reason why I disagree with that is because if you're having a shit day, right, and let's say your missus has had a fantastic day, she's a 7 out of 10, or she's a 0.7, right, and you've had a bad day, and you're just like you're a 0.4, slightly bad, wasn't horrible, but you're like, it could have been a lot better.
40% time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. But I don't think that's the way to go, because I think, well, you just need to sleep it off, or you just need to like have a beer, and then it's like, I think you're thinking of it like, I kind of think of it a bit like it moves all the time. So I don't think it's good to lock it down and go.
And there's 100% there's like multipliers or things that kind of boost it. So like whether it's a physical like straight boost plus 10.
See, some people would say if you're 0.5, if you've had an average day, you're whatever happy. Even though I don't think
an average day is 1. Average day is like 1. If you're not happy, you're not sad, it's 1.
So what's the happy?
If you go towards extra happy, it goes above 1. If it's below, it's...
Hang on, use percentage because you're confusing me.
100% is baseline.
Is baseline?
Yes.
Oh, so I was using the other way.
No,
I was saying 1 is 100%. You're done. That's as much as you
so
go.
1
and 0.5
is baseline, average. And then below 1 is like you lean towards sadness.
So 2's max?
I don't know the scale, unfortunately.
Mate,
I'm sorry.
This guy hasn't put any thought into it. 100% is full, 50% is average.
Say it's like, say 1's
101% is when you're having sex and your dog comes in with cake.
Sure.
But
I'm
waiting for that day.
1's baseline is what I'm saying.
Right.
So if you're below baseline,
okay,
and this person's happy, you can come to the median, come back to 1.
So if you're 0.9 and they're 1.1,
it will be baseline.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So if that person's fucking happy, super happy, and you're like at 75%, and that person's at 2, the relationship will be come together, and it'll be
slightly better or whatever.
I don't want to do the maths, but like 1.5, right?
Sure.
That's above what that's double yours.
Right.
But it's lower.
Yeah.
But your relationship's good, right?
Yeah.
It's happy.
See, I just don't think like that. Because I think if you're having a shit day and you'll come to someone who's had a good day, and then that person might make you feel better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then they'll... That's like, so then your 0.8 won't actually be 0.8. You'll see them and you'll be like, oh, my day's already 0.9 just seeing them.
It'll
and then they'll bring it up.
Yeah, they'll come up, but...
And then your average would go even higher.
Yeah.
Unless you're having, both of you having a shit day.
But then again, okay. you could go down to the semantic of you had a shit day, a person had a good day, and you're just being fucking horrible to them. Now they're upset.
Right.
And then they're pissed off at you. You're getting pissed off because they're pissed off.
Yeah, don't do that.
And then...
Do it yourself. Fix your own shit.
That's right. So the whole thing, the come around is...
Yeah, never...
Don't...
Especially if you're a bloke, don't ever fucking lay your problems on someone else. I mean, you can do it, but don't ever
tell people your problems, but don't rely on them to...
Right.
It's your responsibility. It's like psychologists, right? Like, psychologists not fixing you. They're just helping you fix yourself.
Yeah,
right?
They're putting you on the path, man, and then you walk the path, and good.
Yeah.
At the end, you're like, oh, walk that path. That's pretty good.
Seriously, if you see someone...
Or read. You can learn a lot reading.
If you need a sick psychologist, I think you need to read instead.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's a high bar. I put seeing a psychologist at a very high bar compared to a lot of people.
I think it's better to fix things and then get to a point where you really see one. You're like 7 steps
Okay, give
beyond.
me the criteria of you thinking someone...
Dude, psychologists can help you in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
but
sports stars see psychologists for their physical performance. So I think that
But what would you maybe I should say, what would you see one for?
Well, I don't know.
Meebs died, or is that too much? You lost your job?
Probably should see one.
Should see one or would see one?
Should.
So you wouldn't?
I don't know. I haven't lost my job.
But think about it. Well, because at what point would you go? Because I don't know. Mine's like...
Yeah, but when you feel like you need to see one, you're beyond the point that you need to see it. Like you.
I see what you're saying. You think right.
Like once you go, I need to see a psychologist, you're well too far. Not too far, like to fix, but like
too far to fix.
No, you know what I mean. Like
you're beyond saving.
No, you're not beyond saving, but you're 7 steps.
But that's not a good way to think about it. It's not beyond saving. Beyond saving yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying like if you think I need to see a psychologist, depends on how proactive you are, but you're...
Yeah, I know what you mean. You probably should have seen one a bit ago.
2 weeks ago.
I see what you're saying.
Like, that's all.
Yeah. But there'd be some people that are super sensitive
it's like
and
someone
in
that's
tune
like,
with it and they go, fucking now.
Gets to the, high blood pressure. Like, oh, shit, I should start eating healthy now.
Right.
It's like...
You should have been eating healthy a year ago. Your heart's fucking dying.
And, yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
What? Sorry. Why is the mic scuffing up? What sort of scuff up are we talking here, guys? Is it like making like?
That could be me when I transfer hands.
What sort of scuff? His mic is fine, but yours keeps cutting out. Ew. Mine?
Regs or me?
That's a yikes.
Because I'm holding it.
Does it really?
Oh, well, I think you've been a bit away just the last couple of minutes.
Maybe. Usually I like, have a mic stand that I can like come really close to it and
I don't want to do that.
But, what do you think, guys? What do you think?
Is it better?
How about I just talk louder and then I hold it too? But I won't play with it. I'll just have to sit like this, right? Like a dickhead.
Sorry, YouTube. Whenever I see this on YouTube, I don't know why, I always feel a bit funny. You know what I mean? Watching someone talking to the live stream and it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever I see someone talking to something live on YouTube, I always feel a bit like odd. Like not bad, but I'm just like, oh, that's just a bit funny. Am I the only one thinking that chat?
That's why I think
YouTube comments.
That's honestly why I think no, it's great. I love doing it live because people can be like joining the conversation.
Yeah.
I love reading it, but also it takes me out of the conversation, and that's one thing that I need to improve on. And once this becomes a thing, and I can like employ someone to monitor this whole crap,
you're fine.
So
what you should do now is just have an objective every time you look down. Just go like, ask a question. All right, chat, give us both one question.
But the whole point is that like I'm having a conversation with you.
Yeah, and you shouldn't look down.
No, but I should be talking to you. Like I'm talking to you.
But you would try to think like right then it helped.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm reading it. I'm looking at it so like I can troubleshoot problems, right?
Right.
Whereas with having someone there, you're paying someone there to do it and immediately know the problem straight away.
And plus, this is the first time you've done it.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
It's fine.
And this is not a setup.
Give me a break,
it's on my Mac.
Tim.
Give me a break.
Give me a break,
Jeez.
Tim. You fucking dickhead.
But yeah, I'll be having, I think, so Jacob will be helping me. He'll be on the computer figuring this shit out and like helping me. He's a sound engineer, really talented guy. He's bringing like a shitload of stuff with him. I'm bringing all this stuff here. He's bringing like camera, fans, laptop.
That does look very funny. It's this giant tripod with a little webcam.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's pretty good. I'll take a photo of it afterwards. But like I said to you, this is what I really want to do. We've been doing this since 2017, right? Like not consistently, but that's when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something we enjoy. I enjoy it a lot.
We got to get back into it.
Yes, we do. We need to start splitting bills, son.
Yeah, that's
I've paid for it all.
Yeah, that's true. My bad.
No, that's not a problem. It's I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, I know. Now we can.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. I might be able to...
Soon, you'll be a lot better, maybe, hopefully.
I might be able to...
Have you told them?
What?
Have you told them...
What?
What's happening with you or no?
No.
Okay, that's fine then.
What?
Don't worry about it, chat.
What's happening with me?
Well, what's happening with your uni stuff? To say it very broadly.
Oh, shit. A rat.
Oh, shit.
A cockroach.
A ghost. A demon. Fucking hell, they're classic. But have you told him? Because, I mean, you're fucking stream.
No, I haven't told them, but...
He'll tell you in good time. When he's got better news.
Pretty good news. So, basically, there'll be funding for the podcast now.
That's a funny way to put it.
Yes, there's funding for the podcast. Not from sponsors, but... From an alternate source. Yeah.
Drugs. He's selling drugs,
That's
ladies and gentlemen. Was that the cops again?
What?
Was that the cops again?
That's right.
Fucking hell. What were we just saying? We were social media, then we... mental health we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think people are stronger than they think, and they let themselves down too
Definitely.
often. Yeah.
But then again, you can't ever question anyone because when you question people, they don't.
Yeah, you never know when it's someone's about to snap. You know, it's their last fucking straw. They've had a shit day. You know, they work in retail. They're getting fucking cussed out by customers. All these rich customers just fucking going, that's not what I wanted.
I fucking hate those people the most. I'm sorry, but if you're one of those people, you can just leave. When you're an entitled customer, you need to stop.
Nah, I just act the same way. Don't change how you are because of some fuckwit, you know? Just go.
No, I don't change how I am, but when you like spit at someone, not spit, but like lose your shit.
You spit at them, right?
You lose your shit. This is not hot. I asked for it extra hot. And you're like, this is like not advised. Do you want throat cancer?
Do you want a
Do you want some disgusting?
burn?
And then we burn the coffee because that's what happens when you have like 100 degree.
Hot.
Yeah. And they go, it tastes bad. It's like, what? We burnt the milk.
And they're like, there's this one place that I've told to do this. And
I had it last time and that was fine. And it's like,
you recognize this customer. You had it last time, right?
There's a few times that like there's some like things in hospitality that you do. So you like heat up the cup, they put like boiling water in the cup so the cup gets hot. Then you just do like a normal drink, and then because the cup's hot, they think it's hot.
You're right.
And then most people, most of the fucking time, don't even drink it hot. They wait for it to cool down.
I'm like that. I don't care. I don't buy coffee, to be fair.
I don't care what temperature it is, as long as it's not like lukewarm. That's kind of offensive. But like when I say like, that's like for you leaving it there, right? But I usually don't care. My coffees most days are like tepid, like warmth.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. But when it's like when people ask for extra hot coffee and then they wait for it to cool down to like normal temperature, it's like, ugh.
I kind of do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you don't go, oh, can I have extra hot coffee?
Yeah, right. I just go, oh yeah, I'll just wait 10 minutes.
But they wait
and then
for
I down it in like one gulp because I'm like, I want it warm.
Yeah.
But I can't deal with hot. Sorry to all the Dutch viewers out there. I'm a disgrace.
Well, they have a hot?
They have a fucking hot, man.
Yeah, but Meg's mum has hers like...
It's not just Dutch, obviously. There's probably
boiling hot, man.
Right.
And she drinks that shit like out of the kettle. She drinks it
she
hot.
Just gets
she
the
drinks
kettle.
it hot. So I pay that. I pay the people that like... have it hot.
They exist.
But their throats are fucked. But they do exist.
Right.
But the ones that I ask for it hot and wait for it to cool down, kind of waste my time.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's a flavour thing that I don't know about.
I think it's more of just the attention sort of thing. Like maybe they don't have a job. They stay at home all day. They want to tell someone off. Why not just abuse the 18-year-old that doesn't make the coffees? How's that sound?
This guy's really psychologically analysing these people just wanting a hot coffee.
No, that's seriously. It's actually like that's. I don't know who's a psychologist here, but when you know how psychologists become like involved and they get like kind of. They need to see a psychologist basically themselves.
Why?
Because they have to deal with a lot of people's problems.
Right.
And they,
okay.
like deal with like people's emotions and stuff. You get the same in hospitality, not in the same extent because no one's professing, but you definitely get like get sick of people's shit.
Yeah, but
you get the other side of like just getting abused. You know.
Yeah. Like I'm sure there's that with every job out there, but yeah. Hospitality. Just kind of like
it gives me a good
I haven't worked hospitality.
It gives me a huge amount of respect for people that aren't assholes. Because like I always see it, I'm like, this person has a job. They're doing something in the machine, the big machine that exists. What the fuck? How? This person's a spoon, like they're an idiot, and they're like, they have a job, they vote, all this other stuff. And I'm like, this is a question. I just question life.
I love those two criteria. They've got a job, they vote. What else do you need?
They're being a complete fucking idiot to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big thing. If you can ask me, it's like one of my biggest quotes is like, that person can vote.
Yeah.
Like, that's my cool line about something. It's like, I mean, you should be able to, but I'm just saying like a cool line for myself is like, if I see someone I really do not like, I'm like, this person's an idiot. I go, that person can vote.
That's what I think.
That's dangerous.
That's what I think about like really stupid people is I go,
yeah,
man, my vote's worth as much of this person's.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like this guy is just going to go. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck. That's it.
You know, that's just the way it is.
As long as you have that thought, but like, it's just sometimes you're like, that person can vote.
Yeah, I have that
like,
every
that
now
person works.
But the thing is, look,
that person can drive.
Yeah.
You're like,
that guy can barely walk, and they're driving a fucking car.
That's it.
That person's 97, and they're driving. Yeah. No, look. Yeah, some people are just like that. Like. Very rarely will I ever splash out at someone else.
No, I don't ever do.
Yeah. You know, and it'd be interesting to hear a psychologist's point of view of, obviously, their advice.
I'd definitely love to have psychologists on here. Not they wouldn't tell me about like people, but I think it'd be good to.
They wouldn't tell me about people.
I think it'd be good to tell you about their like the problems. Like what they see a lot of.
Right.
Has nothing to do with.
I dare say it would be a lot of anxiety. Well, it depends on the psychologist, obviously.
Yeah.
I dare say it would be a lot of anxiety these days and depression.
Yeah.
They're going up. The rates are going up, especially for young girls. Depression is fucking huge.
I mean, it is all to sell products and stuff like that.
Social media, man.
Yeah, I mean,
but
what about magazines? Since magazines been out, that's still the same thing. This is just accelerated. This is like
yeah, it's just another thing.
Magazines been making you feel shit about yourself forever.
Yeah, but see this is what a lot of people do, and a lot of people listening might have even just done this now. Is they'll go, oh yeah, that's me,
right.
And they'll feel bad about themselves. They'll be like, yeah, that's me. I'm 17 and I'm a girl, and social media makes me feel shit about myself, right? Even with the fucking shitty Band-Aid fix that Instagram's done. Oh, we got rid of the likes on Facebook now. We got rid of the likes.
Yeah,
what a stupid
I
fix.
uploaded a thing, and it's, I don't know, because you can see it yourself. So if you see 20 likes in your own profile picture, then you can't compare it to, what's a young girl's name? I don't know, Chloe's thing.
Right.
But you can see your own and you go, well, I only got 20 likes.
Yeah. See, look, Reagan and I don't think about this the same way. I just don't care. I just, in my head, don't give those numbers a value, and I never have. So I understand where people are coming from. They go, and because a lot of female psychology is different, which is why they're getting affected so much. And they get a lot of value from other people. Not all are, I know you, the one person listening, is different. But look, I just don't give it value. Like, if you give it value, then you give it the power, and then it's going to fuck with you one day. Yeah. Which isn't a reason you should. The reason you shouldn't do it isn't because one day it will fuck with you. That's a horrible reason to do it. Otherwise, that's a very bad philosophy. Apply that anywhere. But you know what I mean? Like, just don't give it value, and then it's not going to fuck you. It's like the value comes from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Some people argue different places. You find that out yourself. But
for me,
numbers, who fucking cares?
I'm a number-centric person, so that's I agree with you. But like, for example, you're a social media content creator.
Yeah, see, it's different.
That's the exception. But then you still spit a psychological issues. All this video.
Look, the top dogs that make these social medias don't let their kids and nieces and nephews have them.
Actual?
Yes, they all say you're not getting this. Think about it. There's a reason they're doing this. As fun as it is to get into...
Because the data's online. They don't want their data being collected.
Well, and because they know how it affects them. Facebook did a study in 2011 when it showed the effects of how this was fucking with people.
Yeah.
People like these guys know this, and they, if you're someone to say that's, they're guilty of doing this, I would argue they probably are, because they're supporting this shit. But the problem is, well, I don't know. I'd have to think about that more. But look... It's up to you as an individual. You are using it. Okay. Do you believe in free will? Yes or no? I think most people do. You're the one that's choosing to use Instagram and social media and rah. Yes, they've got addictive qualities, but what? We're just going to give up? You're just going to go...
Yeah, my life's been taken over now.
Right, exactly. So you've got to take some personal responsibility and go, well, I'm going to cut this shit out. I've been on Instagram for 2 years. It's been my life.
Screen time, because you can see the amount of time you've been on the apps on your iPhone.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
So today I've been on my phone for an hour and 26 minutes, 5 minutes below average. 54 minutes has been on Twitch.
Oh, sweet.
So my screen's been on the whole time because of Twitch. But you can go into it. You can look at how long you're on for each social media. So
right.
Twitch is 54 minutes because of this podcast.
Some people would have
9 minutes on Twitter. I use Twitter a lot. I like Twitter. That's fine.
I don't have Twitter.
Facebook, 3 minutes. My bank, 3 minutes. I do a lot.
Is this just showing your apps? Social medias?
Apps.
Okay.
But yeah, the first thing I use after I pick it up is Twitter and Messenger. I mean, obviously, you're answering someone's message. So as soon as you open your phone,
it's there.
We'll be there. Yeah. Twitter, I get a lot of notifications and stuff. I use a lot of Gmail, a lot of email. I write a lot of emails.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's because of business stuff like that. PAX is coming up, so I've been booked into a lot of shows and meetings and stuff like that.
You've got business to attend to, man.
That's right. I mean, this guy.
I
know it's really exciting. I have always been business focused, not money wise, but I really love to get into the nuts and bolts about creating and starting and managing a business. anyone that has known me since my young age, I've always been like that. I really love like my business class at school. I've taken business electives at uni and stuff like that. Like, it is a passion of mine, so I really love it. And I've unlocked the strategy and idea of, writing and sending emails, because if you love something, you're like, okay, I really love Powerade. Reach out to them and be like, hey, I freaking love your stuff. Like, I'd love to reach out, do something with you.
And then you give them a little compliment. Gatorade's a lot worse.
And
Gatorade's
then, bam,
a lot worse.
Bing, bang, boom.
Except orange every now and then.
But yeah, like that's just an example, but that's taking this to the next step. Because I think there's different commerce push strategy, pull strategy. But I think a big side of it is like endorsement. Because like if you endorse a product, obviously people that you know are gonna like support that product too, right? Whereas if a brand endorses you, then that makes you more open for more people to see who you are,
right?
And to see to
bit of a snowball.
Yeah, that's right. And I've been like, it's not for the money, it's not to become famous or anything, because I've been doing this for fucking 10 years. If it was for that, I would have stopped.
That's what he says, Stream.
I'm just very persistent. That's what it is. Me and my shitty, like, what's his hair doing over here? I've been watching that for like an hour now. I'm sick of it.
Man, my hair looks.
But yeah, if it's not for money or anything like that, I've always wanted to do it. And there's a turning point, because now I'm finishing on my uni degree. I'm doing something I enjoy. But what I really want to do is this stuff.
Make millions of dollars, baby.
No, I really wanted to. I love talking, so I would love to do like a podcast or something like that. Like, that's what I've always wanted to do.
Then how many Australian? I mean, we've probably got small ones like us, like we were. But like, how many actually?
Well, each episode had like 100+ people download it the first like hour it was on.
Didn't we get to like 1,000 a week?
No, we got like 1,000 total. Yeah, 1,500 total. Okay. That was over 13 episodes. For that seems like no little numbers, but for 13 episodes of a podcast, with a small demographic, like, it's not as big as YouTube. It's pretty cool.
Not bad.
It's pretty cool. At this stage, I think
we didn't have you fucking
Twitch streaming or anything like that. Like, no promotion. There was no promotion or anything. You know. I think. Yeah, so
we're coming back.
We're back, boys.
We'll come back.
This I've done 5 episodes so far of Dear and Friends. It's got about 130 downloads as comparison. So it's about,
a bit more.
Say it's 30 downloads per episode. The other one was at 100 and something.
So that was doing all right, huh?
It was doing well. I think it's by volume though. I think it's like the more you expose, it's about exposure. So the more you expose yourself, the more exposure counts and frequencies, the more likely you are to snowball.
Right.
So like people say, just
which is one of those things where numbers matter.
Yeah,
in a way.
That's right.
Because it's and a lot of people like think about this for you. I'll put it in a way you can think about it. On a YouTube video, would you click on a video that has like 4 million views or one that's got like 70,000 views? Like, depends on the thing.
Both those don't matter,
Right.
But then you see something that's got 400, and you're like.
Right. Like some people will go, oh, this only has so many views.
Yeah.
But views don't say how good or bad a fucking video is. The one with 50 views might have 150 likes, and then the one with a million might have 70,000 likes and 4,000 downloads.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not as, but that's when the algorithm, where it matters to the algorithm, but to the individual,
that
shouldn't matter. But a lot of people,
for us. So Migs and I have uploaded like 300 videos, and people go, okay, if you've got good content, they'll come. But it's like, what happens if we've missed that every freaking time? We're like one video away from doing well, and we just haven't. Like, so our most viewed video is our most hated video. Like, it's got like 200 dislikes. Like,
was
30.
It clickbait? It was clickbait, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't at all. It's like, so Meg bought this Papasan chair. It's like a big chair thingy, and you like put it on like a pedestal sort of thing, and it's like an outside cushion chair. I'll show you. But she fixed it because we got it from the side of the road, and then she fixed it. So the title was like fixing a Papasan chair. And then like at the start of the vlog, she's like, "Oh, now time to paint." And then it was a vlog, so we went through did the vlog stuff, and then she got to the point like 2 minutes in, where the rest of the video was about fixing this chair. Everyone in the freaking comments was like, "This is clickbait. This is not the video. You're a shit video. Click to 2 minutes in to watch it. That's not how you fix a chair. This is like a shit video. Like, you know, wasting my time and all that crap." I'm like, you guys just scrub through it. Just scrub through it. I don't care. And then like a lot of other people are like, "I don't understand how this video has so much hate." Like, maybe it was a bit long. Maybe you like should have got to the point quicker, but you shouldn't be hating someone over it.
Yeah. I understand, though I haven't seen the video, obviously. Yeah. I understand when people are kind of like, when you've got the title and the thumbnails about this thing, and it's like 2 minutes in, especially when people have like an intro. You know, when some people have like a fucking 45-second intro. Like,
yeah.
Which is the same thing every time.
If you're doing a sponsorship reel or something, that's fine.
What do you mean?
Like if you go, okay, thanks for watching this video. This is sponsored by like Honey.
At the end?
At the start.
At the start. Yeah, that's okay. As long as it's not like...
Oh, if it's like a 45-second intro.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you go, oh, hey, thanks for watching, clicking on the video. Here's the sponsor, Honey. We'll talk about them more later.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, if you know about them, but we'll talk about them later.
That's right.
That's fine. It's fucking 10 seconds you're over and done with.
Yeah.
But if you're like, man, some people you just like, dude, get to the point. Like you can understand where those people are coming from. And again, you got to think, maybe
it wasn't an intro, it was a vlog though. Like it was just today's theme was fixing the chair.
If you see a shit video, I generally just go, oh, that's fine, and just click off it.
Yeah,
you know, whatever.
It
like but then again, you have those people that are having the bad day, and they're like, "Can you cook my fucking coffee real hot? This isn't cooked enough." You know, some people are just having a shit day, and it's not an excuse, but you just kind of understand where they're coming from. It's not justifiable and understandable. It
is strange. It's funny though because it gets like 100 views a day.
It's that really video,
weird. Yeah.
How's the likes and dislikes? Are they going?
Like I said, it's like 30 likes to like 200. There's more likes now.
So it's 200 dislikes, downvotes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the proportion's like 7-1 or something.
I'll pull it up because I want to know now. But yeah, it gets more and more views. So if that video gets like 100,000 views.
Yeah, so 7-ish.
Like
30 to 200. 7.
You know, it's gonna be funny to see because it is such a strange thing. Like imagine our fame coming from like a shit video that everyone hates. You know what I mean? And like YouTube's probably pulling us down because of this video, going, "Nah, it's a shit video." Well, like I like it. I don't delete stuff. I'm very transparent about my stuff. Like if I say something, I said it. Like if I uploaded something, I've done it.
You apologize.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's just piling shit on top of shit, right? I'm not gonna like pull the shit pile away because like you gotta see what it's like. Maybe you can sculpt it into a nice picture, to a nice sculpture. You know what I mean? But like you gotta take the good with the bad, and if you fuck up, own it. You know what I mean?
Own it.
Like
bingo. Take it on, brother.
People that aren't transparent. Oh my god. Like a big thing. If someone asked me, "Hey, how much do you earn?" I'd probably tell them. Right now, I'm earning $300 a fortnight. And
Australian, by the way.
Yes. And
thing about the conversion rate, our dollar's pretty fucking shit.
Yeah, that's it. And half that goes towards my car. Insurance.
You're going to say taxes, and I'm like,
insurance. So there you go. I got it. So okay, it's not that bad. I thought it was bad. 26 comments, 47 upvotes, 105 downvotes.
Oh, it's not that bad, mate.
Oh, sorry,
G. Dramatic. Bloody hell.
11,600 views.
Say that again.
11,600.
Oh yeah.
And so, like, I want to complain about YouTube.
That's a pretty big proportion of like, of involvement in the likes.
Yeah, it's high engagement. Like people fucking hated it.
They're like, fuck this shit, dude.
But I think if you saw like 40 downvotes and 0 of likes, they were like, I'll just click on that one.
Well, the downvote it. Yeah. I know what you mean. Some people would just go,
and that's the thing, like, it's exactly that.
I'm gonna be rude.
No, I've been rude this whole time. What's funny about YouTube is that I have I think. So a demonetized video will not get as much traction and engagement by YouTube. YouTube won't promote it as much because it's not monetized. And because it's not making them money, why is it in their best interest to promote something that doesn't make them money?
The algorithm would go, we want money, yeah. You know they lose money though.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. Do you know how much money people's content and their habits and activities and everything like that is? Do you know how much value is it? Like, if Google can track you, have a wank, and then you go watch a YouTube video, then obviously, like, they know that about you, and they can start, like, targeting that and selling that.
Right. Like, if you look up a lot of dog videos, dog food, They'll come up with a lot of dog food ads.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it, quite frankly.
I always
let my dog food, leave it alone.
Whenever I get an option about like, these ads, like, would you like them to track, your caching, or would you like to track your location? I'm like, no. It's like, oh, are you sure? You won't get
I said no, didn't I?
You won't get advertising specific to you. You might get random stuff. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not paying attention to anyway.
Yeah, I find that odd. Obviously, there's got to be a market for it because people are clicking on it because they develop it. So some people are actually clicking on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if we were a bit more comfortable with money, we might actually give a shit and be like, oh, that's interesting.
That's the fun perk about being poor. You just can't do anything.
You're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You think I want dog food?
I've been like that since a kid. Like I've been looking at ads and stuff like that since I've been a kid. Like I just don't I've been getting bad though because I've been on Instagram. I'll see ads and I go, that's a cool product. Or
he's caving.
I have to look at that product.
The Twitch money's getting to him.
Oh yeah, all of it. There's so much. So yeah, I do definitely like engage with those, but I'm engaging with them because I'm like, oh, that's a product that I think I would like. And I've reached out to them.
Think as well is that you might even a little bit. I don't know how much you percentage wise say, but you might actually go, oh, if this guy's advertising for this guy, I might be able to get a cheeky deal myself.
Maybe could be that.
Bit of thought of that. But no, I obviously I haven't. All of us plebs, with nothing going on.
No, I mean,
in terms of social media, we wouldn't think
at this stage. Once you sign contracts, I haven't signed any contracts, so it's free reign.
He's open Powerade.
Yeah, that's right.
Even but
Gatorade. No, I'm not a seller. Like I'm not making any money from these promotions like that. Like, I want to be like Joe Rogan when it comes to if you like something, he'll promote it for free, right? So often on his Instagram, be like, look at this, check this shit out, it's fucking cool. He doesn't promote. He doesn't get paid. I was
going to say in the podcast, I think it's a little bit different.
No, but that's his business. Yeah. So I do pay promotion on my podcast, but I would never like if I really like a product and I promote it on my podcast, and I'd also promote it on Instagram. But I wouldn't charge the person to promote it on social medias, right? That's just me just doing it extra. But like for example,
so what you're saying is Instagram is the genuine side, and podcasts are a little bit more businessy. You still have principles.
Yeah, like I'm not going to promote something I don't like. If I don't know.
Would you say you've got the same standard for podcasts and Instagram, or would you say podcast should be a little bit more lenient? You're like, yeah.
No, it's more. I don't want to make money from Instagram.
Okay.
I want someone to like, oh, this is who I am, transparent. Like, I don't want someone to be like, oh, he's just doing it for the money, or
because do you have an Instagram for the deer, or do you have yours?
Mine.
Okay.
Instagram for deer.
That's the difference.
Deer. I am deer. Like it's.
Do you have an Instagram for the deer as well?
No, like that is the same Instagram. I just changed the name to deer.
Oh right.
Yeah. So I don't. If I put something on Instagram and go, this is fucking sick. Like that's me saying it. Like so, we did something with the hoodie. I promoted it on YouTube? On YouTube for a YouTube video, but we also promoted it on Instagram because we wanted to. We didn't have to, but like we love the product so much that we're like, it's fucking sick. I've been wearing it the whole time. You know how comfortable it was. I
put it on. It's pretty fucking.
It's pretty good, eh?
Too bad it's coming summer.
Yeah, I know.
I'd think about getting.
It's worth it. I mean, you can use code Megan Reagan $30 off.
There you go.
We don't get money from it. We don't get money from it. So
if you don't know what a nutty is, Rags will put a video of it in the description.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But they didn't ask us to do that. We wanted to. We're not making money from sales or anything like that. So that's the whole point. And like, if someone wants to get that, and they've seen engagements with Audi on Instagram, the sponsored posts on Instagram by Audi, and if they go, oh, well, Rags and Megs has them, and they're $30 off.
Why not? Like I need an Audi.
Yeah.
My Audi's ran out.
That's right. My Audi's run out. So that's something that, I don't want to, for Instagram, I don't want to get paid for posts. That's something that I don't, I value, I think I value myself too much.
I'll check up on you in 3 years.
Check up. I don't give a fuck.
And someone, remember this. You'll remember this. Episode 5, was it? Keep 6. That in mind. 6. Keep that in mind. That's especially right. Twitch chat. You get on him. If he ever goes, ladies and gentlemen, just got the fattest deal from Instagram. Got $6,000 for this post.
No, like if they ask me, like,
we insist.
No, the thing is, I wouldn't go post something on Instagram like, hey, I love my microphone. Audio Technica's great, and then message the Audio Technica like, hey, just did promotion. Can you give me some money for it, and I'll do another one?
Right.
Like I'd never do that shit.
Yeah, that's kind of
like if I already have a paid.
I wonder how much of that's actually happening.
A lot.
You reckon?
You can make like $300 per post. Someone I know makes $300 per post. It's someone that they know has less followers than them, make like 800 per post. And they were saying that, you know,
maybe they've got good engagement.
Yeah, I have a friend. Yeah. So then when they're saying like engagement, that's it. When you have a and what they do is when they have a company they don't really like, they'll charge higher.
Right.
More than 300. It's like you don't want to work with them.
Yeah, right.
But they're like adamant to work with you. Then
right.
You know.
I don't know. I guess if it's your living.
Me, I only want to work with people I like.
Yeah.
And the problem it comes to a turning point because it makes you less like sponsored. Like you're like less likely to get sponsored, less likely to get.
If you do what?
Like collaborate with
people
companies.
You don't like.
If you're like, okay, can I try the product? Because one thing I definitely believe in is like actually trying the product first.
Right. I find that so weird to even say. Like a lot of people just go,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sure this is good.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. What's a good example? I don't know, like insurance or something, like life insurance.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've advertised 3 different life insurances. How?
That's the one thing as well. It's like, I like Red Bull. I promote Red Bull. Like I have promoted Red Bull for like, they don't need my promotion. Who don't even know who I am. Yeah. But like, same thing with Powerade.
They give you wings, man.
That's it. That's it.
Didn't they get sued? You're not allowed to say that anymore. I think someone sued them because they're like, they took it literally.
Yeah.
And they're like, you literally don't go. So they got sued. I think, don't quote me on that.
Yeah, that happened.
But I was like, that's fucking depressing.
I like those ads though, man.
And then I think they've slightly brought it back. I think there was an ad where they didn't say it, but someone had wings, and I was like, away with it again.
Yeah, no, that's
They're
so
getting away
dumb.
with it.
I know. It's something.
Let the Red Bull have wings, man. All right, now what was the thing you wanted? What was the topic? Have we?
Well, I've been guiding you through topics this whole time, man.
Yeah, I've been getting you as well, mate.
Yeah.
But what did you actually have one topic?
No, I've gone through it.
Oh, what was it?
A lot of things.
Oh.
I was just trying to engage about, you know, our background, then engage into, you know, how you going, how we're going, what's coming up for us, talk about packs a little bit, and then like we talk about, you know, I knew like I
thought you were going to say we're going to talk about.
You haven't got anything.
Breeds.
I don't think you have anything to promote or anything to like. Well, this is what I'm selling. Sorry, no. that sounds offensive. That's not the point I'm trying to make. Like you don't.
Why is that offensive? What are you talking about?
No, but like you're not like a creator. You're not promoting a book, or you're not doing anything. So we're not going to talk about the book. We're not going to talk about things.
I don't have a book.
You're you're a friend of mine, and so is everyone else that comes to this podcast. But we're just having a chat.
Yeah,
you know?
Dear and the friend.
The thing is, I'll have you on 7 times. We'll have 7 different chats. We're not going to have the same conversation. Like,
true.
Oh, how are you? Yeah. What's your background? Or what do you do?
I'm selling this book
I'm having a chat
again.
with you. You know. So that's it. And then when you get people that come in about they're like a health scientist that like majors in kneecaps or something. You talk about kneecaps and like health science about that.
Don't shoot them.
But like you bring them on again, and then you have a chat with them about other things. Like it's re-engagement, and it's not anything. It's like whatever I think is interesting and want to talk about, and that you are happy to talk about. That's what we talk about. It's not like it's not about talk about it. Like that's what makes it genuine. And like is that I don't want like a Q&A podcast where it's like.
So I read your book, and there's a few things I'd like to. I mean, that's not a bad thing.
No. I do that.
Yeah.
I do that, but it's not like. Okay. Question for you, Tim. Question 1.
Right, you've got like a list.
No,
and you're like
that's right.
In this order. Yeah,
that's right. Like I'll think if there's things.
You'll brainstorm a few and be pretty.
Yeah. I always would. I talk to the person before and be like, okay, this is your exception because. Fuck yeah. But like most people, okay. I have a sign up form and go, okay, what do you not want to talk about?
Right.
So if we're having a chat and it's like, don't talk about politics.
Yeah.
I won't go to that conversation.
Right.
Because like that's what they not want to do, and I respect that.
Right.
But most of it's transparent. So if I start talking,
is that what most people have said? By the way, they've just gone. Yeah. Well, maybe you shouldn't say.
It's been pretty open. Like, I don't care whether we talk about politics or not. I don't. Whatever. Like that's. Identifying
I don't know, I'm an idiot.
Issues and stuff like that, that's fine. Like,
yeah.
I think people have the whole thing is you have an opinion, and that's an opinion, okay? It's not fact, an opinion. So if you say something, I disagree.
He's talking to someone out there.
Oh, it's not direct. Okay, Java update, piss off. Okay, remind me later. Yeah, okay,
5
I don't
minutes
care.
later, oi! You forgot about me.
But it's an opinion. But
yeah, some people don't really. Some people can't stand that these days. You know.
Yeah, it is to protect their integrity though. I think. Like if you
no, sorry, yeah, no. I was talking about some people just can't handle a different opinion.
Oh yeah.
You know? Like don't get me wrong, it's annoying when someone's got an opinion and they are wrong, but they're consistent with it. Like they're like, I'm wrong, you like, I've proven you're wrong, and they keep it. Like you can have an opinion pretty much as long as you're open minded.
Yeah. That's it.
It's fine.
And that's what I love about it.
Because like Joe Rogan, he's pretty open minded. There's a few things he'll be like, that's fine. Yeah. Everyone, because he knows. He's like, yeah, look, you're fucking wrong. That's all right. But
yeah,
like,
that's it.
He's like, oh, you've completely rewired how I thought about that because you're a fucking expert.
And X, Y, and Z, yeah.
Yeah, because I took it as a layman and I heard something when I was 25 and I'm now 52. And now
I appreciate that he's like, he's not a boomer, is he? No, he's not too young to be a boomer.
Slightly. He's right on the edge, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Who cares?
Hey,
well, I know what you're about to do. Don't do it.
What?
The boomer thing. Boomers, bro. I get so tired of seeing that.
Man.
There's a lot of people our age and a bit older just go, oh, fucking boomers, bro. Get over it. There's some individual boomers that are annoying, yes.
No, your dad, I want him on the fucking podcast. No, seriously. No, 100% want his dad on the podcast. He'd probably be one of my favourite guests. No joke.
You'd have to go by his full name. Do you know his full name?
Marcel Marseille.
No, well, yeah, that's a good one. Marcel Marseille. Do you know what his full Marcel is?
Do you want to dox him or you don't care? You don't care?
Just say his first name. Don't say the whole middle.
Marcy.
No.
What?
Do you know the old pizza place on Anzac Highway in Cross Road?
Eagle Boys.
No. They used to be there. There's been like 4 there, dude. There was Pizza Hut. I swear Domino's was there. Eagle Boys was there for a little bit. And I swear it's gone back to Pizza Hut. Anyway, Marcelino.
It is Marcelino.
It is Marcelino.
That's like Italian.
But the pizza place was Marcelina. Marcelino.
Oh, chill.
So it's with an O. Chill. But he on government forms, he's Marcel. So he's not even Marcelino. So it's kind of like, I think his birth certificate is Marcelino.
No, I mean, like, I love
South African.
I love chatting with him though. Like he's one of my favorite chats because he's very open.
Yeah.
And
somewhat.
Even
wait till closed doors.
But you purposely argue with him though, so yeah. I know
but
how
that's
you
because
argue.
I try to get him you know, because I've like Jules is kind of the heart and Mars is kind of the mind.
Yeah.
Jules, my mum. So
definitely.
Yeah. So that, and I've always gravitated because look, Masterson, the most masculine man. If he ever makes it onto the show, good on you, Mars. You fucking made it. But
you made it. You made it
the big time. He's
all 1 million guests and viewers.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking yeah. But yeah, like he's not the most masculine man, and I shit on Mars obviously, but I would have preferred him, but more masculine, you know what I mean? If he was a more masculine dude, that would have been good because I gravitate to both like intellect and like a masculine dad.
That's why he loves me, mate. I'm intellectual and massive.
Look at this guy. Yeah, so yeah, anyway, so I'd always question on him because he's not an intellectual, but he's just not a fucking idiot. Like he's smart and he'll listen to like other sides.
That is one thing is that he is very smart, and if you say something, he won't go, no, you're wrong. Like he'll
unless you are wrong. If it's an opinion.
No, if it's an opinion in a conversation, he's not going to be like, no.
Yeah, no.
But if it's like fact, he'll correct you, but it's not like he's correcting you because he wants to like throw his dick around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He
doesn't. He's not there to measure his dick.
That's right.
He's got a big.
It's going to prove. Like that's why I like talking to people that don't have anything to prove. Like that. Megs, remember? No, I'll tell you after off stream. Okay. But like she said, oh my god. Embarrassing as. It was funny, but embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did it happen recently or something?
Yeah. Happened the other day. We had a Discord call. And she's talking she's just like praising me.
Wait, what happened?
We're on a Discord call and she didn't know and she was like giving me compliments.
Oh wait, you were in one and you didn't know and she didn't know.
She didn't know, yeah.
So who was she talking to?
Me.
Oh, was she
drunk?
And
I was talking no, she came home from work. Oh. She wasn't drunk.
So why she was just complimenting you?
Yeah.
What's funny about that?
No, I'll talk about it later. It doesn't matter. It's funny though.
Am I the only one that like the girlfriend's complimenting you. That's like pretty standard.
You'll explain it to you. I'll explain it to you.
Anyway, okay.
But yeah, he's a great person to chat with. And the reason why I want to have him on is because he's got so much information, and like, I want your dad to be like run as a politician. Like, you probably don't want it. You fucking hate it, but I think that'd be great. Like,
yeah, he'd be a good politician because he works in the government now. He used to not, and fucking done all over the shop.
He's got a great life story as well. He's been a nurse, and when
got blacklisted.
So basically, can you explain the story? Because I know about it.
He'll explain it a lot better than me. But basically, he's a male.
Yep.
He does have a peen. So there weren't many male nurses at the time, and there still isn't. Funny enough, I know 2 male nurses and I know 2 females. So anyway, proportionally, it's fucking wrong. Anyway, so he was a nurse back in fucking a while ago, but before I was even around.
Yes, that's how you could put it.
Yeah.
Before I was around, you could say before I was born, but you feel fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Why not? Anyway, so not many males going around. I don't know. He was working at a hospital. He had a full-time gig. Anyway, he got sacked, and he didn't know why. Anyway, long story short, there was some chick at the Department of blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Department of Health or whatever.
Something, top dog, like pretty high up there. And she was apparently trying to purge men. She was just sexist. She said, "You're never going to get a job while I'm here." And she said, "Because you're a man." Anyway, so Mast started applying to different hospitals, got denied at a few, got an interview, and like 2 days before the interview, they fucking cut him off. So she got to him. So dude trained to be a nurse, became a nurse, got fucking blacklisted because he's got a cock and balls.
And look, he would have been a fucking great nurse. Yeah. I can see him being a nurse.
Yeah, look, and to all the female nurses out there, they all know guys are good because if you've got a really fat dude or someone that needs to be pushed or moved, they'll get the guys to do it.
Or if you got something that you don't, like, you as a female don't want to deal with.
Right.
That's,
you're good to fucking, there's a bit of a sexist dude that's in hospital or something. And the chicks are like, he's been grabbing the nurses.
Pig,
Yeah, right.
That's it.
There's things like that. So anyway, so he fucking got blacklisted, stopped being a nurse. So it's fun to, it's funny that, it is odd.
Yeah.
But, like you just, like to us now, at least I should speak for myself. Like I think of sexism as like not really much of a thing. Like I think of it in 2 ways. I think of casually racist and sexist, which is like a joke. Like, "I'll go make me a sandwich." I don't really think that's sexist.
But then there are, like,
some people will take that sexistly. I don't. Like Kane, my cousin, would go, "Oh, you love noodles." It's just like, yeah, he's an Asian.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "You're white." And I'm like,
then there are,
funny.
legitimate.
It's Australia. You make fun of each other.
Then there's legitimate, like, we grew up in a ethnic-based school. And there was like unironically boys like disrespected girls. That's how they've been raised. Like their mums would be the same. Like, why aren't they making you a sandwich sort of shit?
Right.
Unironic.
Right.
So
yeah, the thing is, I put them in 2 different categories in my head.
That's right.
And I'd have subcategories obviously, but like I think of people like position of power. Like what happened to Mars was actually sexism.
Yeah.
But then I think someone going like, "Make me a sandwich." That's not really. I mean, you can be offended all you want. I'm not going to be. If someone told me you're a bloke, you should know how to fix a car, I'd be like, you can think that if you want.
That's right.
I just go, that's your opinion. Sure.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Bit odd, but I think that's a bit of a weird generalization. But like, I think there's a difference between positions of power.
Yeah.
Then you get into the whole, people
like
think you can't have a position of power if you're a female. I think that's a horrible ideology to hold. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It takes about 10 minutes of just sitting down with a pen of paper and going, logic doesn't run through this all the way. This eventually hits a brick wall.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yep.
That's fine to be wrong as long as you're open.
Yeah, that's it.
I used to think that. I remember when I was about 16, 17, I must have been 17. I was driving with a friend and it was a chick and we were talking, talking about like guys and girls. And I actually said, and I remember, I'll never forget this. And I said, "Look, I'm a feminist," and then started to say something. And as soon as I said that in my head, I went, "Fuck that, dude." Like, I was like, I've just said this so that I can say this opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
rebutted it. Yeah.
Right. I didn't. No. I didn't rebut it. But like, I was just like, I can't say what I'm about to say. I felt that. I felt I couldn't say, I think some dudes have it worse than chicks without prefacing it by saying I'm a feminist, but I also think this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And by the way, a lot of feminists would say you can be a feminist and say men have it worse in some areas than women. That's fine. But I remember saying that and just thought, I've never even thought if I am or not a feminist, but I felt I had to say that. And then eventually just went, fucking, that's ridiculous that I've just said something that I don't really believe. And I felt the need to preface it. So I changed it. So I went, fucking...
Yeah, I think you...
Would I say it?
You felt dumb for having to say it because even though you didn't... No, you didn't
my point isn't less valid for saying it. That's the point. It's like... that I felt the need to say that, and I felt if I didn't say that,
I'm not racist, but
right, you know what I mean?
Like
you shouldn't say that.
Because say what you're gonna say. Let the general community decide whether you're racist. Either that or just don't be a fucking asshole. That's really.
Well, that's where it comes down to. But the thing is, people define an asshole and define racism as different. People are individuals, and they think, I like if someone asked, like I just said, do you think make me sandwiches sexist? I would say no. Someone might say yes. So leaving it up to public opinion is absolutely ridiculous.
Meg's probably making a sandwich right now.
Hey, Megs, you making a sandwich?
Burrito.
That's even better, mate.
Hey, that's not your culture. You can't make that.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's one thing I don't mess with. Is the like.
What's it called? Cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I'm gonna step onto something that I probably shouldn't have, and I really regret it, but I'm start it now. Hey, Megs, come into shot.
What's cracking?
Look at this gorgeous girl. Hello.
Right, here's the other one. Come in here, dog.
Come here, pup. Come here.
Will he get up there? Can you guys see me?
There you go.
What were you going to say? Step on some toes.
Oh, sorry about this. I think that no word can be owned by... You're going to be like, this is bullshit, but no word...
I know where you're going.
No word can be owned by anyone except for the N-word, but...
No, I disagree with that as well.
That's... No, but the thing is, though, it's that... Your point is, his rebuttal, I know his rebuttal, it's because he says, all or nothing, right? That's your opinion. It's all or nothing.
Well, look, I don't think you should just be saying it willy-nilly. But I'm not
shouldn't get
I'm on
chastised.
Twitch. I can't even say it. I have to self-censor.
Yeah.
I would say it. I will never say the N-word, but I'll say it on Twitch.
Yeah,
I won't ever self-censor myself.
No,
that's
neither
I'm
would I.
not going to say zipperhead. I'm not going to not say zipperhead around Japs because they were fucking murdered in World War II and were called zipperheads. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say. I'm not. Well, that's what they were. Anyway, people give the word value, and I disagree. Like I say with the
Blake
numbers.
says, "Wow, Tim, get your dick out."
Well then, is Blake here?
Yeah, he is.
Classic Blake.
No, but I think that's the only thing is that and once you take that, people can't start taking their own inch and going, "Well, I get offended by this," and you can't go, "Well, no." But
what do you mean?
For example, I feel bad for saying the word "wog," but
do you?
No, but I not because I feel like it's a bad connotation, but I know that someone's going to get pissed off about it.
But people are going to get pissed off about everything.
But that then comes to transparency. Really, I don't care because I've been raised by Italians for 10 years now.
You literally are a wog.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I go to my nonna's every Monday night, have fucking pasta before as an entree meal, and then have meat and other stuff. I go to Easter events. I do fucking every other wog event ever. So I don't.
Okay, you should explain what a wog is to the people that don't know what a wog is, because the Brits think wog is a lot worse than what we.
So what we call wogs is anyone that's
Italian or Greek.
Italian. I mean, but people also. What about Arabic people? They call themselves wogs too. So anyone that's wears Adidas trackies.
So if you're Russian, you get in.
You probably, yeah. I mean, I
it's
don't
basically
know.
because back in the day, there was a bit of high immigration between Italians and Greeks.
They love calling themselves wogs, but they really fucking hate anyone that's not wog calling them wogs.
I haven't even ever run into that. I call people wogs
you go,
wogs.
Oh, you fucking wog. I mean, that's fucking, I wouldn't do that dumb shit.
I'd do it to a friend.
I think that's fucking not on. because you're like throwing shit at them.
Yeah, it's still like it's different. I would call you a fucking wog, but if someone I don't know,
yeah,
I wouldn't just go, "Oh, you fucking wog."
Yeah, and then the problem
like
is
I wouldn't also do, "Oh, you fucking white guy," or
Yeah.
"You fucking N-word."
Yeah,
I just go, "Oh, you're a dickhead."
that's right. And I think that's where I stand the same opinion. It's like, can't. I don't know, because saying those words, you shouldn't.
Oh, dude, Twitch chat must be excellent.
You shouldn't be able to own words, I think, is one thing. Who is that? Is that
Bumboy. Who's Bumboy?
That's James, I think.
James O'Brien?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's Riley, I think. This blew the fuck up. Timmy is an open racist.
Who said that? Does that Blake say that?
No, Bumboy.
Open racist.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I guess I am an open racist. Shit.
No, but I think, I don't know.
You were saying we hold the same opinion about if you're a dickhead, you're a dickhead.
Yeah, if you
call a spade a spade.
No, but like, say for example, my nunu, the tap wasn't working, the toilet wasn't working, like that.
Mm.
And then this plumber, it was like oven, and this plumber, electrician was like, did a shit job. Did a shit job, right? This Aussie dude did a shit job. And then they're like, well, what the fuck? Like, do your job properly. This is what you've been paid to do. It's like, no, I don't work for wogs.
Did he?
Yeah. And like, he is so lucky that he was not in the area of my nunu, because he would have fucking been killed.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, I'm not kidding. Like,
see, the great thing about that is that that'll sort itself out.
I know
People just won't hire that guy.
Yeah,
people go, this guy, they'll review him. He's a fucking racist. No, we need to
review him. They still need to review him.
Right.
But like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Why the fuck? How the fuck do you go, I don't work with wogs? Like, what the fuck is that?
See, I just don't like when people conflate those two issues where they go, me calling you a wog, and then they call the plumber who's like, I don't work for wogs. Like, a dude that is actually
a fucking racist.
Right. Compared to me just casually making a joke.
Yo, 1 star.
One out of one, mate.
No, but you don't want to give him infamy. Like, you don't want to, like, because then people are like, oh, I'm a racist too. I'll work for that guy. Like, I'll get that guy explicitly because he doesn't like.
Yeah, but, well, yeah.
Like, that guy's a Nazi or something.
But how many people are actually going to, you know, I doubt there's a market for people that are racists.
Fuck, there is.
Yeah, there'd be like, 7, I think, in my opinion.
That's quite a few.
There's probably a few, but enough to sustain a business.
Yeah. They'd break their pipes just to have a chat and go, oh shit, fucking these group of people. Mate, I've come here 7 times. What's going on?
Yeah. You keep breaking the pipe, mate.
Mate, no, it was these wogs that gave me some food and the broke.
Yeah, too much shit down the pipes or whatever.
That's it. I mean, like, I really think that shit people need to get fucking terminated.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not that far, but yeah. They should probably get clocked in the nose every now and then.
No one can say who's a shit person, who's a not, but
yeah, because that's when the hippie side of me just goes, it's all subjective. It is. It is. I mean, a lot of people get annoyed by that, but like, look, what you define as an arsehole is maybe not what I define as an arsehole.
One thing is, so for me, like, people are racist in Melbourne, and like, you know, like say it's an Asian invasion and stuff like that, and it's like, do you know that the Chinese have been like in Melbourne
for like the 70s, since like the 80s?
Longer than, like, at the same time as we settled in Melbourne.
Have they?
It's a Bendigo rush. Huge Bendigo rush with like, it was like Europeans, Australians, like British, like Chinese.
Germans probably.
And the other one was
Germans were everywhere, man.
No, it was Chinese and someone else. But yeah, like, you got to check the racist section in the yellow pages to find your racist plumbers. That's a good one. That's a good joke.
That's a funny idea, actually.
That is. But yeah, like, the Chinese have been in Melbourne for as long as we have, and then they go, oh, fucking these people everywhere. It's like, no, like the reason why Melbourne's like the reason why Melbourne's so successful and bougie and stuff like that has partially got to do with the cultural influence of these other cultures, not just Australian. It's not like just Adelaide. Adelaide's pretty fucking boring. I'm sorry, but it's not much on.
You got to find it. You got to find your little.
But the reason why Melbourne's so good and like business is doing well is because of different culture. Like I love Asian business culture. Like if you look into like Japanese stuff, I don't know too much about Chinese, but with Japanese, like the first sale.
Sushi.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
The first sale of every month, like the first thing they sell in the season, will go up for like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's supposed to like promote like good season of sales and a good season of growing and like a good season for next season. Like, so that's why you see these fish they'll go for like millions of dollars. It's just because like the first sale is a big deal to them. But I love that like attitude, and like it's really cool. And that's why I want to go to Japan, because I want to see that in real life and see that.
I just want to see a cherry blossom, dude.
Dude, April? I don't know. Japan, because it's on the equator, but so they're backwards. Well, they're not backwards, but they're opposite to it.
They're backwards. Yeah. This guy, the world revolves around him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Me.
They're upside down. We're not.
That's right.
Yeah. Jesus, flip that around, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know to what degree the different cultures would affect people. I don't fucking know. But that's the thing is, people.
Australian investment culture is disgusting. Have you seen Shark Tank?
No.
I didn't get my information from Shark Tank, but we're pretty stingy. We don't like to move. We don't like to take risks. Whereas, like, you look at American, they're pretty gun ho. They fling their money around. They don't care.
Yeah.
But that's half why the economy is so good, because they don't give a fuck.
And also because there's a lot less space. We've got, here's this city, you've got to drive for 13 hours to get to this one.
Yeah.
Whereas they're like, oh, we can just take a
2-hour
trip and we're in a different city.
But most people are pretty frugal with their money here, especially in investments.
Well, that's a different issue, you know. That's like...
But like...
Everything here is more expensive and it's harder to get because of shipping costs, and we're kind of isolated, so everything costs more. Our dollar's not strong.
I get that, but like that's because the dollar's strong because the economy's not strong.
Right.
But it's because people are scared into not spending their money, or they don't trust anything. But like I like that, you know, you got these the Asian influence in Melbourne is because they're the same as Americans. They don't give a fuck. They'll just buy what they want. They buy how they want, and they're really good at business because of that.
The IQ, man. Well smart.
Big IQ.
Big boys.
Right.
They got big calves. Not Japanese.
No.
Chinese, dude. They've got huge calves. I'm telling you.
Look,
you go to any gym, they've just walked in and they're like barely doing the bar on bench. They've got huge calves. It doesn't matter. They've all got them. Don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They've all got big calves.
I'll tell you what, like, if I was like a builder baby... No, seriously, like Asians.
I'd take the Asians' legs.
No, they have like a really good.
They got good quads as well.
Like, unlike this stuff going on over here, they got a really good foundation for like a good physical body, and like it's all subjective, but like in terms of bodybuilding and muscle growth, you can't beat.
Hey man, if you just stuck to it.
No, that's it. So that's.
Look at Henry Cavill.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, he's jacked now. Did you see him back in like Spartacus? Fit dude. Pretty standard build.
Wait.
Was a fat kid.
What's Spartacus?
I don't know.
The TV show?
Yes.
I watched that series, man. What the fuck?
There's a few, dude. There's heaps of Spartacus. There's
right.
Blood and Sand. There's fucking...
I watched that one.
I think I watched parts of that one. Dude, I remember watching that as a kid.
Yeah.
And it came on and someone's tits were out.
Then you see little dicks. And you see butt sex.
Fuck, dude. I'm like, those are titties.
Now, the worst thing is when you're watching like sex scenes in like a movie with your parents around. You just feel...
Dude, it's awkward.
You just
Actually,
feel...
it's not awkward now, though, man.
No, not now. I mean, but like, you just feel awkward. You're like...
They know I've got a boner.
They ain't... I don't have a boner.
Especially Jules, mate. She's definitely got a boner. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, dude. It's like... When you're like 13, you're like, fuck, this is...
Henry Cavill's one of the most jacked Asians I've ever seen. Dude, got fucked.
That's so true. Okay, fun fact. Look at Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And look, there's a shot. I forget what it is. I think it's when he's about to go for his first fly. Look at his calves. They're very small. I doubt he trains legs for Man of Steel. I don't think he had enough time or whatever. Look at Batman vs. Superman. Not a particularly good movie. I think it got slammed a little bit more than it should have. I haven't seen the director's cut. Apparently that makes it a lot better. He's got calves in that one. He's actually trained his calves, or they've just changed the muscle suit and made his calves a lot thicker.
Yeah.
Someone out there knows what I'm talking about. He's got bigger calves in the next one.
I liked him in
Man of Steel's the first one.
No, dog.
Justice League.
No, Man from
Uncle.
Man from Uncle.
That's
love
a
that
good movie.
Who's the support actor? He's probably
the guy that was the
favorite
Russian
role. Yeah. It wasn't Gosling.
No.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Man from Uncle.
I can't remember.
I'm a big fan of his. And have you seen
And the chick in that was real good as well.
Yes.
I forget her name as well. Is there going to be a sequel?
There was supposed to be a sequel for Man from Uncle, but I don't know.
He was in Mission Impossible, Henry Cavill. With Tom Cruise.
Arnie Hammer.
Dude, that reminds me of that. Tom Cruise.
But yeah, he's an attractive dude too.
Who?
Arnie Hammer.
Is that his name?
Yeah, he's the Russian.
Is he an actual Russian?
No, he's the Russian. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good on him. What a champ. What else is he in? He's in something.
Yeah, I don't
know. We should get a chat to give us a question.
Well, before we go, Bumboy.
I've got to be back. It's fucking 1:45, so we're chilling.
We're at 2 hours now. So.
Oh, we had 2 hours.
Yeah, mate.
Pretty quick.
But thank you. You guys ever heard of Calves? O'Brien Gamer.
Right.
You guys ever?
What is that? His name?
That's another one. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on, I know what's on.
What?
Yes.
Are they playing League or something? TFT?
Hang on.
What are they in Discord? What am I? Wait.
Yes, they're watching it.
Wait. Name. I like this fellow chatter's name.
This what? Yeah. Hang on. Let me give it. You don't pull out your shit. This is James. Nice. Henry Cavill.
It's disconnected.
Bruce Lee gets fucked.
It's at 0 kilobytes per second.
What has my mic?
No.
Your mic?
It's physically not connected.
What isn't?
This over here means that like it's dropped frames.
Oh, so we're not live.
Give it a sec.
How many people are watching?
It's kind of having diarrhea right now.
All right.
Gotta wait. It's not gonna. It's just shitting itself.
What, the stream?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stream. Chat.
So is it because your computer doesn't have enough RAM to be able to record and?
Yeah.
I was going to say because then.
I might be able to.
Because then it'd be pretty convenient if you could actually do both, you know.
Settings. Output. Oh, okay. So I might be able to output it at the same time. Record it. So I have 2 different outputs, and if it's 2 different outputs, it uses more memory.
Okay.
Okay, so we're recording.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay.
So the stream lagged out and died. Meeks
Australian internet, baby.
You probably started uploading something on YouTube, so the upload went.
Yeah.
But Tim, thank you for coming on, man. I would love to have you on again.
Mm-hmm. I'll be here.
Hope to get your dad on because that'd be a good chat.
Yeah, he's who you want on next, mate.
Mate, that is right.
No, I feel like you've got to get someone more important than him, and then get him on. When you got nothing going on, get Mars.
Mate, it's all, dude. That's one thing I can't do right now. Is like you have to coordinate and organize a lot of stuff. I'm just slowly getting.
Are you shit at time management? Are you?
I'm good with timing and time management, but I'm timing and like knowing how long things take to do. But I'm not the best at being on places on time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you're usually all right.
Right, but
sometimes you're late. Sometimes you're like dead on. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
This guy said he'll be here at 9, and he's here at fucking 9.
Mate, what a lad.
Yeah, I'm always like 10 minutes either side.
Yeah.
I'm usually, I think.
So yeah, I mean.
Today I put an alarm on.
You came early.
No. I think I was a bit late. I think I was about 5 minutes late.
I have no clue.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no shit. Well, fuck. This is a shit outro, isn't it?
I know. Yeah. Now I got to record the reels in and out, but I can do that. That's for the podcast only.
Say that again.
So like sponsorship reel, pre-post, and then do like intro about you.
Okay. What are you gonna say? Do a little 1 minute explaining me.
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of explained.
Well, fuck yeah. Anyway.
I don't have anything to sell. Thanks for having me on.
Put it there, partner.
To those of you out there,
any socials you want to reach out on? All 0, your Instagram and Facebook and
my Twitter. I don't have my Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I don't use Snapchat. I don't really use.
But we'll be doing a podcast with Tim.
Yeah, we'll be restarting that sooner or later. That'll be happening. But
I hope to get a studio soon. I've been contacting a lot of people, a lot of companies to get shit organized.
So we're getting real. Real.
A couple people have said yeah. Like desks and tables and stuff like that have said yeah.
Dude, we need those mic stands. To be fair, I actually enjoy holding a mic.
Yeah, but you get the...
Yeah, probably. You guys have probably heard it. Sorry about that.
But I'm looking forward to it. And it's the move, like house move for me. It's gonna be nuts.
Yeah,
moving house. We'll get used to
get you told these guys?
Stream. Yeah, they know about it.
Okay.
Move house, stream room, and then hopefully I don't know how, but like get like either like because I needed an office different to the podcast room needs to be different to the streaming room.
Right. Do you do that because in your head, you go, I need 2 different places to work?
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like when people have a home gym, some people go, oh, I actually prefer to be paying for a gym because it's somewhere different that's not here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And it'll be easier because I don't want people coming to my house. Like, I don't really care because the people, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me, right?
Yeah, there's people out there that do it
I'd rather be at like a centralized place,
if there's someone that's going to kill me, they'll kill me, yeah.
You know.
But at least I'll be polite enough to come to your house.
Yeah. But the thing is, it'll be like pre-thing.
Would you want to die in your house?
What?
Would you want to die in your house?
No, I'm not having this conversation about dying in my house. I don't
would you want to die in your house?
Because then she has to deal with it.
Yeah, but okay, you both die. Yeah, I just mean, if you had to be comfortable, would you prefer being comfortable in your house, or would you want to be like killed on the street?
I reckon on the street.
Or like in hospital?
Like fuck, I don't know, man.
You haven't thought about this ever?
No.
I don't think I'd want to be in my house.
Neither would I.
Yeah.
Someone's got to deal with his house, and then my kids.
Yeah, and some people would be like, "This is haunted."
That's right.
And I'd be like, "Dude, I don't want to haunt you, man."
Goddamn right, it's haunted. I'm haunting you, Matt.
Yeah, haunt the dude, but they go, "I can't leave the house."
That's right.
That's what they say, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they go, "You die in a house." I think that's bullshit, though. I think you get to stroll around,
chat.
Yeah, just talk to the other ghosts. What's going on? You a believer? I think that's probably ghosts.
I haven't thought about it too much. I'm too contemporary about my things. I think too much about like current things.
And not about random shit. Like
I think about random shit, just not like stuff. I don't know why. It's not.
It's only when I'm around, you're like, yeah, this guy's going to bring up some retarded shit to talk about.
Nah, I mean, I'm pretty retarded shit. It's just, yeah.
Have you ever had a ghost experience? We've probably talked about this before. Have you ever had one?
I went to the old Melbourne jail and heard shuffling behind me and I fucking shat myself.
And there was no one there?
No.
You want to explain that better?
Went to the Melbourne jail.
Yep.
Walked in front of a fucking room,
like a jail cell.
A jail cell, and I heard shuffling, like feet shuffling behind me.
And were you alone?
No, I was with other people.
Okay.
There was no one there.
Right.
Well, they must be fucking pretty good at ducking in and out of that doorway that I was standing in.
Right. They've gone between your legs.
But yeah, I like hid behind Dad, and Dad fucking heard it too, and he was like, "Nah."
Fuck
and
this.
He put me back where I was. I'm like, "You're a bitch, man. Like, you're the grown man. I'm like 16 years old, and you making me get raped by these bloody ghosts."
Those ghosts will get you. Yeah, no. We've got a jail here.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, and we've got, I don't know, someone does a tour. I heard it on the radio.
Yeah.
There's a graveyard in Adelaide, one of the old jails.
Yeah.
And I'd be curious about it. I haven't looked into it, but it does sound. I don't know. I'm kind of open to it. You know, I tend to think there are ghosts, just because, you know, why not?
Just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think every now and then I see shit, and I'm like, look. People, you get...
That's unexplained, yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, I always go for the very rational, like, well, if it's possible, you know, like, even if it's very, very improbable. But, yeah, there's sometimes, like, that shit just don't quite add up. Like, that chair. And, like, I got pushed once, and there was no one there. Like, I got fucking, like, not to the ground, but, like, I got shoved. And I was like, well, it's fucking 1 a.m. in my house. No one else is awake. And I'm like, I just got pushed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's probably fucking something happening there. Well, it wasn't like I was trying to get killed.
But
I was just like, what the fuck?
Hospitals and stuff like that would be haunted.
Yeah, that's what they say. If you ever go into everyone out there that has ever gone on the YouTube rabbit hole of like scary...
Oh, the fucking like old hospitals and stuff, man.
Dude, some of the videos, I'm like, fuck.
That's fucked.
I remember seeing this dude that was going in a mine. And you could hear a very faint, like young girl, just like kind of whispering. And you could kind of hear, it wasn't like demonic or anything like that. Like this dude's clearly not hearing it. And maybe just like the camera or the microphone was picking it up. Anyway, it gets a bit louder, and this dude's like, it's like a one way. It's not like you can leave this way. 10 minutes in walking, you can fuck off here. It was like a 10-minute walk, and he was 5 minutes committed. So either way, he's 5 minutes out, and you hear something fucking like behind him crack, and like yell, and like whistle, and I'm like, fuck. Like he turned a straight line, bright light, and you're like, fuck. This clearly wasn't like him kicking a rock underneath him. Something fucking happened, and he was pretty cool about it, but he just went, you guys hear that? And then I was like, fuck yes, we did. And all the comments, you just go through the comments and you like time stamping all the times.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, fuck, this shit's creepy. I just think about, it's got to be.
Yeah. No,
but sure. I mean, if there's not, I'm not really emotionally invested in it. I'm just like, that's a bloody whatever. You know? Ghosts aren't real then. I don't know. But I don't know. Then it comes down, I just go. Then you get into the religious thing. It's just, are gods real? Is real with demons, devils?
Look, I think about it the way I think about it.
This isn't a good idea to do at the end of the podcast. I've got nowhere to be for a bit.
We'll get there. We'll get to it another day. But I think, for me, you got
agnostic.
You got if not, you got like a near infinite universe. There's gonna be people that are better than us and godlike, motherfuckers that can fly, float, fucking walk on water, whatever. There's something there. So to think that there's nothing that's godlike to us, I think is a bit dumb.
There's all those theories though, you know, there's like what happened to us was so extremely rare that it probably couldn't happen ever again.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, if
depressing.
And then I'm like,
the other thing is,
but then I just go, if it's an infinite universe,
what happens here? There is gods, but it's just a simulation.
And well, that's the theory, isn't it?
If we're in a simulation theory,
I feel like that's picking up a bit of
If we're in a simulation theory, then God theory kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because
creator or creators.
Your creators are yourselves.
But then what do you define as a god? Because eventually we're going to do that.
That's right.
And when I say we, I mean smarter people than us.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I define as a god. It's something like if you're going like something created you.
So is that what you would define it? Because that's an interesting question that I haven't really thought about.
I've watched Matrix. That fucks me even more because that's like the gods of the robots.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Well, they
invaded.
They destroyed Earth, and then make someone be in this reality, and they feed off the human's energy. But they created those humans. They're controlling their lives. It's pre-built into their like destiny or whatever. You know what I mean? So that fucks with me.
Yeah.
If you want to question something, watch Matrix. Seriously, that is a huge like poke at religion and like tongue and like at religion. And questioning.
Kind of deep movie, isn't it?
Because that's what
they
makes
get a bit shitter as they go along.
That pushed me.
There's going to be a fourth one, by the way.
Yeah.
Back to Tim's News, Milky Toucan.
I'm watching them. So yeah.
Oh, you watch it, right?
I'm watching.
Yeah, I don't know. What would you define? Give me a definition of what you would call a god. I don't think I've really thought about this.
I just think anything that's more better, like it's better than humans.
Yeah.
I think.
But then,
like ethereal beast,
like a dolphin. Beast. Dolphin's got a bigger cortex than us.
No, like not like that, but like if there's people that can use like telekinesis or fucking fly or whatever like that, and like a very smart.
But see, the thing I think there is I go, what if we develop that with technology?
Then we become gods.
You reckon?
There you go. It's simple.
So would you just say if we evolved to be better?
It's like Altered Carbon, right?
Yeah, that's a good show.
That's my attitude. It's like if someone's like godlike in terms of biblical sense, if they get to that point.
So if you could die and come back.
If you can't
die,
that's godly.
Yeah.
If you can fly, that's whatever, but you're probably godly. If you can fucking make things out of thin air, that's godly. If you can move shit with your mind, that's godly. Like Chronicle, anything that's like, I mean, like superhero movies, godly.
It's an underrated movie, Chronicle.
I like that one as well.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if things are abnormally strange in terms of our reality, I think that's godlike.
Yeah.
I believe in the many gods theory as opposed to like one creator.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about the Norse mythology kind of drags me towards that.
So do I.
I don't know.
It's like gods in the sky.
But that could just be us being simple and being retarded, and we're just like, we need something to like
believe in and think about.
Just so that we can grasp it.
But Norse
there could be nothing. And that's why I say
I like Norse mythology as well, because you got gods. Every person in that fucking sky is a god.
Right. And then you've got cunts down there.
But then you're with the cunts down there, where they're all gods. That, once again, that goes into
as well.
That goes into simulation theory. You can kind of tie that in.
Yeah. Like, I think the simulation theory is really interesting, and people find it depressing. Like, I've talked to people about it.
It is depressing.
I don't think it is.
Imagine your whole life being meaningless.
Well, then we get into philosophies of life, don't we?
Yeah.
Because here's what I think. And this is where a lot of people, especially religious people, will disagree with me, is that they think human life has an intrinsic value, where I disagree. I give it value, maybe more value than those people that believe it has intrinsic value, but I don't think it has inherent value. I think you just being alive is just, you're an animal. And then I go, well, I would protect a human before I'd protect a horse, because I myself value
protect
humans.
Yourself, yeah.
Like, and that it kind of comes down to like, my personal philosophy is like, and I'm no fucking genius or anything, but I tend to go, well, I don't think there is a purpose to life, so that's your purpose, to find a purpose.
Yeah.
Your purpose of life is to find a purpose.
Right.
So I'm doing a lot of P's, and you might be copping the microphone.
Yeah. Machine gun Kelly boy. But yeah, that's really the same.
That's what I tend to think, and a lot of people go, you've got to remove this from the world, and that's your inherent purpose, and you've got to you've got to try and reduce the amount of evil in the world, and I just don't think that's an inherent, like that's built into us.
No.
I tend to think we've got free will. There is arguments against free will. I haven't really looked into them, honestly. But like, you know, it's a tough one, but like, I just think you get to choose, you know, and this can work under other religions as well. Like most other religions that I know of, Christianity being the most, that's free will. You've got the free will to do good and bad and and your choices impact how you live your life and that. I think it's, what's his name? Sam Harris. I think it's called determinism. So basically, like, a series of life. So he doesn't believe it's something along the lines of, and I am butchering this. Please do not quote me. I do not know enough about this, but it's something along the lines of like, the way you're born and the circumstances that happen to you, there's a mathematical equation that they could bet that you'll probably do. And I don't think that's inherently wrong, but I believe that you can change it. Whereas he believes...
What happens if you get taken away to like Canada? Where's that model bitch?
But he thinks everything's like kind of a chain, as in it's already a set path, as in everything that's happening can be mathematically equated.
Yeah,
and I agree with
regression
that.
models, yes, it can be. But
and I get that. But then I think you can also, I can just punch this bottle, and his argument would be, and I'd be like, I could randomly punch this bottle, throw that one across the room, then you would clean it up, or I would clean it up in a minute, and then that would change whatever. But then they would argue, well, that's what you were going to do anyway, so, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then people, if you're just thinking about this for the first time, then you start thinking about justice and how that would go. If you're not doing it, should you be punished? I think they generally say yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, and a lot of people, I think I've seen people use that as a counter argument, kind of a shit counter argument to.
Well, that's philosophical jobs is just to argue points.
Yeah, I mean, we still haven't. I mean, there's that many philosophies. Fucking damn, there's a lot out there, man.
Yeah,
like
we can get into them, man.
Not now,
in another 7 episodes.
That's right. On episode 6 with me.
But yeah, it's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for being a guinea pig. I apologize if we butchered anything.
Hey, that's all right.
This episode, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. There was a few lag spikes. I think it was 33,000 frames were dropped.
Damn.
So that's our only copy of the episode. So
hey, look, if you're not watching to see us too much.
So hopefully the audio doesn't cut out.
Yeah.
And guys in the
chat,
I apologize.
The rags might.
We're fixing. I'm trying to solve it. This is like a
work in progress, baby.
This is a makeshift setup with my MacBook. So I'm using non-optimized programs with non-optimized cameras and other gear.
Yep.
On something that is with Australian internet. So I'm sorry.
Just to top it off.
Yeah. So Australian that's why. If it was perfect internet and it didn't drop, then we wouldn't have that. But Meg's internet's not great. Mine's not. Mine's better, but it's not.
Much better.
I wouldn't rely on just a podcast stream.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, champ.
Thanks, man. I mean, once again, shake.
What of that, boss?
I could go pee.
All right. Have a good one.
Team, everyone.
Have a good one. Thanks for having me.